Good morning. Let's do this. It is a Monday. Lots to get to. Be sure to stream the show today. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us in your in-home smart speaker. Check out the website, rock1061.com. Marshall, it was an incredibly busy weekend. All started Friday night, Debilation Brewing, the big grand opening. That place is awesome.
And what's to come there is going to be even more awesome. Sitting down and talking to Dave when he had a brief second on Friday night while we're out there broadcasting live. Just the other stuff he has planned. I'm not going to ruin it. Is very, very cool and just great news for the area in general. If you don't know, Debilation Brewing Company, the newest brewery here in the area. Had a great time out there. Beers are solid.
Yep.
I'm excited for what's to come because he shared with us not only the plans for the building and the building, I don't know, in the area, but also the beers that are coming our way, especially for the summer and especially for the fall. He has some great ideas. Cannot wait to go back there and try some new beers.
It's 15 minutes from my house, man. This is going to be dangerous, but in a good way.
Right.
It's a good type of danger.
It's a positive threat to his living.
Big thanks to everybody who just came out, man. Place was packed.
Yeah.
All kinds of listeners. It was great to meet everybody out there. So look forward to seeing everybody back out there because it's definitely going to be a place we're hanging out at. My daughter turned 18 over the weekend.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Ella Jean. I can kick them both out officially now, right?
Yes.
At 18, they're both gone.
Both of them you can, unless they, sue you and, claim they can't live by themselves. That story that we did a few weeks
That's
ago.
true.
Yeah, I'm just saying, they could probably sue you and stay for a while longer.
WrestleMania went down over the weekend. We'll cover that at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. Man, a lot to get to today. We got to talk Axis for Life. We've got the drunk line. Another question was posed to us in the drunk line over the weekend.
Was it?
Yes. So we'll get to that during the
Can't
9
wait to hear it.
We'll get to that during the 9 o'clock hour. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? That's brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. We're going to talk celebrity presidents. Is there a good one out there?
No, but we're probably going to get a few more in our lifetime.
Also got about last night. First no-hitter of the year went down. There's X-rays from Uranus and Netflix. I know, it's going to be just going to laugh the whole
Good
time.
Story.
Netflix ups the game again. All of that on the way. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Good morning, new Foo Fighters. It's Waiting on a War. Rock 106.1.
Shows you how tired I am. I actually didn't pop the cameras over until the last 30 seconds there. So happy Monday to everyone.
What's up, guys?
Oh, yeah, the weekend was good. I mean, it was so busy, from everything from Debilation Brewing Company. We were out there broadcasting live on Friday night. That was a lot of fun. They have a mango habanero beer. I'll share that with you guys just exclusively on the stream. They have a mango habanero beer that I think they're going to be doing here in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
That Dave was super excited about. So that'll be coming up on the way. And then WrestleMania weekend. That was the thing. I had to go to the airport to pick up my wife, drop her off, then pick her up. It'd be weird if it was the other way. And then just a real nice busy weekend overall. And I played football on Saturday. Survived.
Good.
A little sore.
Yeah,
a little
I get
sore
that,
from the
man.
process.
I mean, when was the last time you guys played?
Months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been months.
Now, you guys have been playing for years, though, too, right? I mean, this has been an ongoing thing for years.
Yeah.
I mean, you're all older. You're all a little bit older now.
Oh, way older.
I mean, you're not going to recover as quickly.
No, I'm just a little tight. Tight.
Sooner or later, that game's just going to turn into, guys just want to go for beers? Yeah, let's just do beers.
Beer's a lot easier. All right. Just don't mind me. I'm just going to share this off 2 more places and I'll be.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, Netflix drops all kinds of cash with Sony, man. Everybody wants something on this streaming service game. You got to have something to offer. So Netflix is like, yeah, we got this. Let's do this. I don't know if it's as good as some of the others, but it's still good. So we'll get to that story, first one of about last night here in 2 minutes. Also going to talk DMX. Of course, he passed away on Friday, and fans took to the internet to tell stories, and he would just kind of, even like Bill Murray, he would just pop up in random places and do random things. It's awesome.
Just like he showed up in that Sum 41 video back in the day. Okay. Perfecto. All right. Officially shared to the places that we should be shared to.
Nice.
Hopefully people join us today. It's Monday. I get it.
I didn't want to join us today. You kidding me? Ugh.
I just woke up and stared at my phone for a few minutes. Usually I don't do that. Usually I moved my ass the hell up.
Right.
Morning, Charles.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah. So usually I get the hell up and get moving, but this morning I just kind of stared at my phone for damn near 10 minutes. And I'm like, all right, I'll get moving.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, Mondays are rough, man. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I watched the majority of WrestleMania both nights, the last 2 nights.
Yeah.
Ran to the airport, back and forth, played football, and then Debilation Brewing Company. That's literally all I did this weekend. Oh, man, I got some good video game time in yesterday, man.
Oh, that's good.
The good news is, my wife, she had to wake up early to come back from Chicago yesterday. So she took, a good 2-hour nap. And I squeezed every moment of the juice of video game time I had there. Morning, Gibby.
All right, guys, be right back. Hey, Gibby. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you could, like, follow, and subscribe while you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump right in, man. Story number 1 about last night. So, streaming services got to keep up in the game.
Right.
If we want to keep shoveling out the cash for it. HBO's got Warner Brother movies. Disney Plus obviously has Disney movies. But now Netflix is getting all of the movies from Sony.
And they are paying $1 billion for that right. Why is everyone, first and foremost, why does everyone have $1 billion except for us? I mean, I'm offended at this point. I just feel like when you come to America, you just get $1 billion now. Or if you've been here for over, I don't know, my entire life, I should get $1 billion.
We are not a major corporation yet.
Yet.
We're only 5 weeks in. Give us time. Eventually, $1 billion.
We're on our 6th week. We expect after 7 to be $1 billion richer.
Now, starting in 2022, all major Sony films will hit Netflix after their theatrical run. So this isn't going to be released on Netflix and on the big screen at the same time.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, the new Venom flick and Spider-Man No Way Home coming out in 2021, so they're not part of this deal. But you get movies like Escape Room 2, Morbius, Uncharted, Bullet Train, and the new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse sequel. And then beyond 2022, there's a new Bad Boys movie, a new Jumanji movie, a new He-Man movie.
Okay, that I'm kind of into.
The first one was garbage, which came out in the 80s.
Well, right, but this is a whole new thing.
I know.
It's obviously not a sequel
No,
from 30 years ago.
No, I get that, but I'm actually kind of excited about a new He-Man flick.
Okay. Well, there's also a movie called Where the Crawdads Sing, and I think that's just...
I don't know what that means.
If it's literally just an animated movie about crawdads singing, I think I'd be into it. I want to get high first, but I'd be into it.
Now, this is a 4-year deal, like Marshall said, worth $1 billion. Gives Netflix an 18-month exclusive window on each of these films. That is a large amount of time before they can go anyplace else.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, though. I mean, I get that. I mean, that makes my Netflix subscription, which is damn near, $15 a month, sort of worth it. Am I going to be paying for this $1 billion
Yes,
thing?
you are.
Probably. I'll probably go up another $1 by next year.
I mean, the downside to this means each subscription now has their own movie connection, meaning I can't get rid of any of them. I have to keep them all now.
Or you just steal all of it like certain people do on this show. Mac, I'm talking about Mac.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Mac is a thief.
Oh, just a straight-up criminal.
All right, coming up next, I got a story about outer space involving Uranus and X-rays.
Uranus.
Uranus.
Is that the scientific...
It should be.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Uranus.
Yeah, we should actually look that up during the break.
All right, we got that coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Uranus.
Uranus.
I think I just went and took a Uranus before the show started. Give you guys no video games for me this weekend. Lots of work. Well, we saw your top 5 from Wednesday. Of course, you were working. The Van is fixed. Yeah, dude. Congrats. The kitchen is almost done. Wasn't able to complete it, but it's so close. And then he goes, "Oh, come on, the first He-Man, the fancy trash can keytar. Gotta find one."
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that film.
It is as a kid growing up watching He-Man, you're like, dude, I love this cartoon. This is great. I love the toy line. I was into all of it. The movie had nothing to do with any of it. And you're like, what the hell? Dolph Lundgren as He-Man? I mean, it didn't work.
Was Skeletor in the movie?
He was. They tried to make it, instead of just leaning into what the cartoon was or the goofiness of that sometimes, they tried to make it the serious movie.
Oh.
And it was. And you didn't get hardly any of the characters you're familiar with from the TV show, man. It just wasn't good.
I'm looking at the pictures of Skeletor from the film. Oof.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. Gibby, we met a coworker of yours over the weekend. Was two guys, Jake or Tim? I'm sorry, I don't remember which one was the coworker.
I think it was Tim. He had a podcast.
Yeah, with Jake.
And he was wearing a ball cap.
Yeah.
Small beard, not like yours. That's about it. That's all I remember about the guy.
Yeah.
He seemed cool.
Yeah, he seemed really cool. I'm going to get my coffee.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely need your cup to drink coffee. Tim is very cool. That's what he said. Kind of ran out to go grab a cup of coffee. Absolutely nothing to do with the TV show, but they had Dolph, which he was a good pick. Yeah, I mean, he looked the part. I don't think I ever saw this movie. I'm actually looking at pictures from the film. Yeah, he looked good. Obviously not good. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging around this morning. It's nice and early, especially on a Monday. So thanks for agreeing to look at my face this early in the morning because I don't want to do it. I've had issues sleeping, fun fact. But it turns out I found the concoction of melatonin, which I just thought was essentially snake oil, to work very well. So, in case you guys ever having issues, falling asleep, your mind's racing a little bit like mine does sometimes, take some melatonin. It knocks you right the F out. Yeah, you just got to see it just so you have the ability to trash it if you need to. I'll make that a point to check that out before any sort of new He-Man comes out. I definitely won't agree to watch it anytime soon, but soonish. Just a heads up on the show today, we are doing Big Money Monday. So if you haven't already, make sure to text us your first name and then a number between 1 and 9. We'll randomly choose one person to roll for their opportunity to win some big money, a $50 Visa gift card. So does Indigo Bot. Yeah, I bet it does. Put you right out. So on top of Big Money Monday, we also have the drunk line. We had someone call in and beatbox to us. Well, that's interesting. We'll play those back at 9:15 today. Obviously, Torture Tuesdays tomorrow. We'll wrap up and do a little recap of some Wrestlemania. We'll do some music news. We'll also take your calls in the 7 o'clock hour. So, we got quite the show lined up for you. And then we're back on the air here in just a few minutes doing story 2 of About Last Night.
Uranus.
Here, I'm going to look that up real quick.
See, I want to say my wife was pronouncing it Uranus for her students, but maybe it was because she has pre-K students and, they would giggle like us when you say Uranus.
You didn't question her when she was, screaming it out loud in your house, teaching young students? You're like, you sure?
No. She's got degrees and stuff. I'm not going to question. So, update on my car. So I took it in. I had it in on Friday, and the guy's like, "Look, check engine light just keeps coming on. Sorry, I don't know what to do. Here's a couple options. One of them's really expensive because we have to get to a timing chain, and it's stupid. The other, we burn off a bunch of oil at $60, but we have to do another oil change. Now, he just changed my oil, so I'm like, I'm not real keen on dropping another $70 because I have to get the fake oil for my car. So he didn't charge me for the labor on replacing the solenoid. So that was nice. So he didn't charge me there. So I drove around over the weekend. Check engine light went off. So I'm
Okay.
going to hope for the best. Expect the worst.
Interesting. All right, so here is the pronunciation. I'm on Google right now.
Uranus.
Well, let me see if I can. One more.
It's definitely Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus. I put the the pronunciation into the chat in case you're wondering. YR-EI-NUHS, according to the Googs. The heads up there. So, yeah, Uranus.
Uranus.
So your wife was teaching small children the wrong way to say it.
Yeah, that's cool. They're not my kids. I mean,
They're not my children. Oh, I don't want that. No. How to pronounce Uranus correctly and nicely. YouTube video uploaded last January. Oh, that's too funny. Sorry, we're
Uranus. He's saying Uranus.
some British guy, man.
Got an accent means he's smart, right? Uranus.
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 I think the guy was full of shit. Brits spell color wrong. LOL. It's true. You can't trust them, man.
That's funny.
Ain't got no U in there. All right. Well, obviously, we're prepared now to talk about Uranus.
Uranus.
Brits also say rubbish.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, though.
Rubbish. I like rubbish. Bollocks.
This is the part of the show where Cotter just says all
Spouts
the
out words
yeah,
that
English,
I know.
English words.
That was it. Bollocks. That was all I got.
I didn't even realize that SNL was live this weekend. Had Carey Mulligan and Mumford and Sons on. I had no idea.
Kid Cudi was the musical guest. Mumford just appeared in the opening, which is actually pretty funny. I mean, it was good. It was.
I didn't realize he was married to that girl.
I had no idea either. But no, it was a decent show. It was. I watched it not live, but I watched it Sunday.
I don't think I've watched a full Saturday Night Live in quite some time. Mostly it's just the bits.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
on YouTube the next day.
They've had. I mean, I think they've got a decent cast for the most part, and they've had a decent cast for the last few years. So, I mean, some of. I mean, it's Saturday Night Live. Some of it hits, some of it misses. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out here on a Monday as we get this week going. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Story number 2 about last night. We're going to get scientific on you. Uranus. I think both are acceptable.
Okay.
Right?
I mean,
the British guy said so.
I don't agree with that, but let's just say, yeah, both are acceptable.
All right, so the planet is emitting X-rays, and scientists want to take a closer look at all this. Now, astronomers looked at snapshots of the planet that were taken in 2002 and 2017. They noticed a clear detection of X-rays in the first observation, and a possible flare in the second. Now, they say the most likely cause is just the sun, but there are some things that they can't quite explain yet.
Right. So Uranus has rings. It's the seventh planet from the sun, the ice planet. It's essentially Hoth from Star Wars. So this thing apparently is just, it's like spouting off X-rays, which is, I guess weird, but also not weird because Saturn does the same thing. It has like X-rays coming off its rings and stuff. I'm not a science guy. This story's kind of beyond me. I just like the fact that the headline said that Uranus is emitting X-rays.
Now, we've heard a lot lately about planets, outer space, aliens. And there's been a couple people recently saying we are going to get information that aliens that they exist.
Right.
There was supposedly a recent dump of information from the United States government about alien type stuff. Man, is this how we're getting eased into it?
Right.
I mean, is this all this information as of late? Is it all going to add up to like a big picture type of thing? And then somebody's just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, aliens are a thing."
Maybe on Uranus there's an underground base, kind of like what the Rebels had in Star Wars.
Could be.
And maybe that's what we're looking at. Maybe George Lucas kind of got visited by aliens, and that's where he came up with the whole mess.
Star Wars ends up being just a true story.
Yeah, well, semi-true story. He had to make up a lot. He had to embellish a lot.
Well, yeah, I think that's fair. So, so lightsabers. If Star Wars is a true story, lightsabers are a thing. No, that was an embellishment.
Light swords. Yeah, he just got high. He just got real stoned out in California one night, and he just figured, he's had a flashlight, and he was like, "Dude, this is sick. What if these were swords?"
All right, coming up next, we got details about the first no-hitter thrown of the year. Stick around for that. Here's Royal Blood and Trouble's Coming, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
I can honestly see that, though. George Lucas just high as a kite, just running around the forest or desert of California with a lightsaber with like 4 or 5 of his friends. Like, what if these were swords, bro? Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
We'll figure that sound out later. All right, man. Good luck being a slave, Gibby. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh, man.
I just got served this ad. Shudder is doing a halfway to Halloween month. Speaking of another service, Shudder is the like horror movie service, like $5 a month. They have exclusive stuff they do there. I think it's an Amazon-owned service.
Okay.
It's just like a little unique thing out there, and they're doing a halfway to Halloween month, which I didn't even realize it's halfway to Halloween.
Damn.
Hot damn.
That's cool.
My favorite holiday. So I went to the Nom Nom Sushi Bowl place on Abercorn yesterday for lunch.
Okay.
It's like really close to Bull Street Taco. It's like,
okay.
It's like 1 block up.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Oh, nice. I never even heard of it.
Yeah, I went there and had lunch yesterday, and then I did not feel like leaving my house for dinner last night, and we don't have like anything in the house, so I ordered Amigos Latin Grocery burritos.
Okay.
I would say they're pretty authentic, pretty decent.
It sounds promising.
Yeah, it sounded promising. It was good, not great.
Okay.
It was kind of like on par with a lot of the Mexican food we have here in the area, but I would say just a dash above.
Okay. Yeah, we had Green Truck last night for the first time in over a year. It was delicious. They have outside seating and then pickup. So I went and picked it up. It's one of my kids' favorite spots, so that's what she chose for her birthday dinner. And I bought a pint of their ketchup.
How much did the ketchup cost?
$6. A little pricey, but still, I love Green Truck's ketchup. Totally worth it. I will be finding things just to dip into it for the next 3 days.
3 days?
I don't know.
Jesus. I say, yeah, I think it'll last longer than that, man. I have like a bottle of ketchup that I think's been in my fridge for like 4 months.
Yeah, but I'm purposely finding things to use it for. With like normal
Gotcha.
ketchup, it can just stay there. I don't care.
Throw it on your green hat chilies,
And that's what
man.
I'm going to say. It's like the green chilies. I just trying to find excuses to eat them.
Have you gone back?
Oh, I did. It was fantastic this weekend. Simple quesadilla, man. Just shell, cheese, and a crap ton of green chilies. Pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Don't forget, we do have a Big Money Monday coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. Your chance to win a $50 Visa gift card. You can still enter. It's really simple. All you got to do is text us your first name and then one number 1 through 9. And we're going to select one person at random to play during the 7 o'clock hour. That is Big Money Monday. Right now, final story for about last night. We kicked off the weekend with the first no-hitter of the season. Joe Musgrove of the Padres pitched the no-no against the Rangers, beating them 3-0. Now, he struck out 10 hitters. 70% of his pitches were strikes, and he only threw 112 pitches. I caught some of the highlights on the net. It's always fun to see that type of thing happen in baseball.
It's so rare to happen in baseball. I mean, there's only been, 300 of them in Major League Baseball history.
Now, this
a long time.
Yeah, and this was the first no-hitter thrown by the Padres.
Yep.
They were the last team in Major League Baseball not to have a no-hitter.
Well, they're sort of been horrific up until, the last year and a half. So, I mean, the team has not been good. I mean, I used to go to a lot of San Diego Padres games when I lived down on the West Coast because, one, it was never sold out, and two, tickets were like $15 max.
Really?
Yeah. Like on opening day, I saw them Padres-Dodgers. I went 2 days in a row, back-to-back games, and I think I spent less than $100 for my wife and I both to go and check it out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was cheap.
That's crazy.
It was the Padres at the time, definitely not these Padres.
No, so the first no-hitter in Padres history, the first no-hitter of the season for Major League Baseball, all went down on Friday. All right, coming up next, DMX unfortunately did pass away on Friday, and his fans took to the internet. And he's like Bill Murray, man. He would just pop up in random places and just do random things.
Yeah, there's a ton of stories that were shared over the weekend, so we'll share some with you here in a little bit.
It's coming up, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
What was that?
The intro for a promo.
Oh, okay. A good one?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go get my coffee.
I missed that. Jesus. Oof, that was ugly. All right, guys, we'll talk about Torture Tuesday tomorrow. I actually have the dog shock collar getting charged up right now here in a few moments. We'll also share those DMX fan stories that we mentioned here in just a little bit as well. Hefe's looking good this morning, just chilling, sleeping. I woke him up and fed him. He was very happy. I actually swung by yesterday as well. My wife's car was here, had to stop by and pick it up. She ran to Chicago for the weekend, so I swung in, fed Hefe yesterday as well because I'm a good fish owner. Parents, sorry, I don't own him. I'm his parent. But yeah, Hefe's looking good this morning as well. But, yeah, I'm actually speaking of video games, I'm at the very end of Demon Souls. I'm on like the very last level, and I cannot wait to beat this effing game. It's so hard. It's so difficult. It's just been one big pain in the ass. But I'm very excited that I'm at the very end of this damn thing. I was just mentioning, Cotter, that I'm at the very end of Demon Souls.
Okay.
Goddamn game has ruined my life. I've been playing it for, I feel like, forever at this point. I'm ready to be done with it. After beating a game like Souls game, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, you have to go to a lighter game. So I think I'm going to try. There's just like an action platformer called Sackboy.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to play that. And I should, after playing an incredibly difficult game like Dark Souls, I should be able just to fly through it.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Also, I've been wanting to play like the Crash Bandicoot series. It's free if you're a PlayStation 5 Plus user.
Oh, nice.
So I have that, and I definitely want to try that out as well. I just need an easy game that I can fly through. I just can't do another hard back-to-back game. How much time are we looking at?
We're actually running early, so at the earliest it'll be 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Kind of depends here. Because if we're gonna play, I don't know, may have to play 2 songs here. Kind of catch up. 'Cause I'd rather play 2 songs here than 3 in a row at the top of the hour. So
Okay.
we might do 2. So if that's the case, we got like 8 minutes.
So we talked about Netflix buying the next 2 sequels to Knives Out.
Yeah.
They paid actually $469 million. That's the official final number they paid for it. I think it was first reported at 450, but they paid almost $470 million for those 2 films. So 225 mil apiece.
Now, didn't what's his face, the actor, get like $1 million or something, $100 million or something stupid? Wasn't that part of the deal?
Oh, Daniel Craig?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
I didn't even see that.
I thought I saw a number somewhere, and I thought it was some ridiculous number.
I'm also reading another story that the president of Nintendo has warned of possible Switch stock issues. Apparently, there's a huge semiconductor shortage right now.
Okay.
I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, there's a huge shortage. So that's why computers prices have gone up quite a bit, and a lot of electronical items have gone up because there apparently is some sort of shortage. I don't know the reason behind the shortage, but yeah, a lot of things are
weird.
Going to be out of stock for a bit. So if you see a Nintendo Switch, buy it. Then resell it for a profit. I don't know who we have coming in for beer for breakfast this week. I got to email them. I guess I should look.
Probably a good idea.
It's I believe it's Stephanie Ald of Scofflaw.
Okay.
Stephanie from Scofflaw will be in this coming Friday.
All right, that's cool.
Then next week we do have Open, although I think the guys from New Realm will hopefully be swinging in.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
If one of them would get back to me. David Kemp, what's going on, man? He goes, I bottled 2 cases of a Sierra Nevada clone yesterday. Hope it turns out good.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Good luck to you, man, on that. David was out at Debilation Brewing Company on Friday.
Yep.
Good to see everyone out there. A lot of the Savannah beer community that I always seem to kind of run into was out there. Wayne was out there.
Beer Label Society.
Uh-huh.
Greg brought me toilet paper.
Yep. I have that picture. Actually, I'll post that today.
Okay.
Post that right now. Yeah, so listener Greg, who usually pops on, I don't know, after 7, 8 o'clock onto the stream, he came out as he heard us on Friday talking about our lack of good toilet paper here at the radio station. He brought us some. Oh, I didn't even see you post it yesterday.
Which one?
You posted a picture of the sticker.
Oh, the sticker. Yeah.
Make sure to check the ad out.
The what?
I don't know. I'm reading what you wrote.
Oh, maybe I.
If you're in the Richmond Hill area, be sure to check the at out. I don't know what that means. Is that secret code?
Means a typo.
Is that Cotter? Is that Cotter's secret code?
Oh, to check them out.
Oh, okay.
That's all that was supposed to be.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, you got about 4 minutes.
So I rebooked my trip to Charlotte. The hotel wanted to charge me $60 more for just a different weekend, so I chose not to stay there.
Wow.
So I found this spot just like 4 miles down the road. I've been told like downtown Charlotte, there's like parts of it that are pretty sketchy.
Okay.
So I went ahead and got out of downtown Charlotte. I'm staying like 4 miles south, so I'm still within like 15-minute range of a bunch of breweries that are over there.
Okay.
So plan on hitting those up. It'll be the weekend after Cinco de Mayo.
Nice.
I double-checked the calendar to make sure we had nothing going on this time instead of just willy-nilly not even looking at stuff. But May 1st is going to be a real busy day when it comes to events. Because we also have Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals.
Oh, okay.
Which I never got an official paperwork on, which I'm sure you're stunned at.
Yeah.
You're stunned to hear.
Shocked.
I'll put on right now.
Yeah, this weekend is the RBC Heritage. Be in Hilton Head Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, you got to go over the weekend too, huh?
Producing the wrap-up show.
You're so fancy, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
So, I don't know if you saw that Jordan Spieth came in like 6th at the Masters, taking home like $800,000. The champion, I forget his name. It was the first-born Japan player ever to win the Masters. I forget his name. Matsuki, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he won. His caddy bowed to the course out of respect at the very end for the last hole. Pretty cool stuff there. I didn't watch any of the Masters outside of the little bit that I saw that our boss was watching in the office over last week.
Yeah, I did not check any out. All right, we've got just over a minute. Talk Torture Tuesday and some of these DMX fan stories.
Did you want to do Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals remote?
On the first?
Yes.
Potentially. Let me double check, but yeah, potentially. Take it.
Take it, man. I did it last year, so you're up.
You know what? I'll be honest. In the 12 years I've been here, I've never done the monster truck remote.
Really?
Yeah. I've been out there for a few things, but I've never been out there for the monster trucks. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You'll definitely want to be on the stream tomorrow. 9 o'clock hour. Torture Tuesday goes down. One of our most elaborate Torture Tuesdays ever.
Yep.
We got 3 things I'll be suffering through. So the deal is I lost the March Madness bet. So we're going to have basically a Nerf hoop hanging on the door. I get 10 blindfolded shots. If I make one, no torture. If I miss, I either get shocked with the dog collar.
Which we're charging up right now, right behind you.
I have to eat a hot pepper.
Yep. I'm going to pick those up today. Now, do I get to choose the peppers, or it's just, I mean, we're just saying hot pepper.
We're just saying hot pepper.
Okay, so yeah, it could be any sort of pepper with any sort of spice level.
I guess. Sure. Yeah, whatever. And then Voodoo Jack will be in studio again.
Right.
And swinging a kendo stick. So shock, kendo stick, hot peppers. Those are the 3 tortures I will be suffering up to a total of 10 times.
So here's the thing. Voodoo Jack was in this past Thursday. He was promoting that he had a big event that happened down to Southbound this past Friday. I heard it went well. You cracked him with a kendo stick after beating him in trivia.
He should have done better.
He should have definitely done. He only got 1 right out of 10. Kind of embarrassing for a wrestling guy.
Really embarrassing.
But I mean, you cracked him. Like, you didn't hold back. Like, you hit him like he stole something from you. I am worried about your safety because he is going to lay it on you tomorrow.
Now, I mean, I figured if I didn't hit him, he wouldn't respect me. So I had to lay it in because it's about respect.
Right.
So is he going to go easy on me? No. Is he going to take it out after that hard shot last week? Yes, I realize that, but you know what? It'll be okay.
Okay.
I can't say I'm looking forward to the Torture Tuesday, or I can't say I'm looking forward to suffering through the Torture Tuesday. I'm looking forward to it because I think it should be highly entertaining.
It will look like the most ridiculous thing we've ever done. It's going to look so silly, but it is going to look and sound so great on the air. And that is why, it is going to be a great idea for you guys to check out the live stream tomorrow. Once again, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you haven't liked or subscribed to any of those spots yet, please go find them. The Cotter and Marshall Show. Do it now because tomorrow you don't want to miss at 9 a.m. We're doing this.
Yeah, Torture Tuesday. It will be fun for
me.
All of you.
All of us.
All of you. Not actually, for me. It's gonna suck.
I was gonna say you're probably looking more towards the end of it. Like you're looking forward to the part where it's over with.
Well, yeah. I wish it was over now. Are you kidding me? No, it's like, I don't know. I've never been shocked because it's something I've never wanted to happen.
Yep.
I've eaten hot peppers. I've been hit by a kendo stick, so I can anticipate that misery.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the mystery of the dog collar that just really...
Well, that's what's putting you over the top?
Well, yeah, because I
You'll be fine.
I never
You'll be fine.
wanted to be shocked, and now I'm going to have to be shocked multiple times.
For a guy who was shocked for like a half an hour straight, I'm telling you, you'll be all right.
All right, so that's tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
I haven't been suffering any ill effects at all, man. You'll be fine.
That's tomorrow at 9 to Torture Tuesday. All right, so unfortunately, not this past Friday, the Friday previous, we got the word about DMX. He had the overdose at his house. He was taken to the hospital. He was basically brain dead ever since he was there. And then this past Friday, DMX did pass away from everything that went down.
He had a heart attack.
Yeah, well, he had multiple heart attacks after the overdose.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then, yeah, so I mean, it was not good from the starting point of the overdose at his house.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he kind of knew where this was headed. You just even when it happened though, you're like, man, it sucks. But the cool part about it is he was just an awesome guy. And now all these fans are sharing stories online about their random run-ins with DMX. I mean, you heard the random run-in stories with Bill Murray, but I had never heard any of these. I mean, one guy shared a story about how DMX showed up at an IHOP in Buffalo, and he's like, "Can I make some omelets in the kitchen?" And they're like, "Yeah, you can." And there's just pictures of him behind the grill making omelets like at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, with this story as well. I mean, DMX was caught dancing in an Albanian wedding just because he just happened to be swinging through. Like he obviously loved like breakfast places because he swung in at a Waffle House and mopped the floors at 4 a.m. because he said the minute you get too big to mop a floor or wipe a counter, that's the exact minute you have life effed up yourself. So yeah, this is just so many really cool stories from DMX. Now that his passing has happened, this is all sorts of good stuff.
Now, this one really I thought was cool. So a woman named Sheila said it was because of DMX that she was able to forgive her father after he passed. He struggled with addiction for years, and she had actually ran into DMX at a hotel in 2017. They spoke for 15 minutes. Obviously, DMX had his own issues with drugs and alcohol. So because of that 15-minute conversation, she was able to forgive her father. So, I mean, I thought that was cool. There's a story of him speaking to a group of homeless men in Philadelphia. There's him at a Subway in Los Angeles, and the lady behind the counter didn't know who he was, and it was kind of, as he was leaving, she asked the guy in line, and DMX on the way out said, "I'm Ja Rule," which I just thought was funny.
DMX also, he was filming, I think it was a movie called Exit Wounds up in Toronto, and Sum 41 was up there filming their very first music video.
Yeah.
And he just shows up on a four-wheeler during that music video. I don't know how he kind of worked his way into that music video, but it's awesome that DMX just randomly shows up.
So it's stories like this that you love to hear after such a horrible event. So RIP to DMX, thoughts out to his friends and family. Coming up top of the 7 o'clock hour, we are going to take your calls, comments, and texts. We'll get to that in a bit. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
So I read this story about DMX where it was two younger girls, and one girl was sitting in first class. Her friend was sitting across the aisle, so the one girl had an empty seat next to her. DMX comes and sits down, and he sat down and talked to her like the entire flight, played music that's never even seen the light of day at this point for this girl, and then they became best friends. He invited her to the show. She sat on the stage while he performed in some city in America. Like, she became best friends with DMX, and it was just like this random skinny white girl that, like, out of nowhere, DMX just kind of plucked out of obscurity and just kind of hung out with. Like, he seemed like a guy like Kane from Kung Fu. He just seemed like wherever he went, he just made friends and helped out people. So
that's awesome.
It seemed like DMX was a pretty solid guy when it came to that. Gavin, yeah, Wrestlemania was pretty good. We're going to do a recap at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, and then we'll power rank our 3 favorite moments from WrestleMania that happened over the weekend as well. I'm putting in some remote dates for our radio stations into the calendar real quick while I
Yeah.
have a moment. And on this laptop, the power button is right next to where the dash button is, and I just hit the power button and
Oops.
it didn't turn off.
Oh,
So
okay.
positive. It was just a quick press. It was a quick press. Nothing happened.
Oh man. So my kid will fly in tomorrow. Pick him up around 4 o'clock at the airport. Got to call the storage unit place today and pay for that. Good to go.
That's good.
Yeah.
Not making them pay for it.
Nah, because this wasn't his fault.
Mm.
This was because I mean the plan was me to go get him and carry all of his stuff back. So this was on us, on me, my car. So didn't think it'd be fair to make him pay for the storage unit. So
You'll have a busy day May 1st, man. Going out, you'll be at Urban Forest Axe House, and then the good old monster trucks. You're gonna be making all the money that day.
perfect. Do we know what time the Axe one is yet?
It's 11:01. That's what
11:01?
we had. That's
Okay.
what we had booked. There we go. Boom. Big old day. Was there any reaction to the Facebook post last night for the celebrity thing?
Not really.
I think we probably need to get those out earlier. I saw it pop up at 9 o'clock last night. Probably should.
It was before that. It was posted before that, wasn't
I saw it post at 9.
it? Okay, maybe I just got too late. I thought I got to it sooner than that. Yeah, I guess that's when it was. False. Oh, there are a couple. None. Also for real America younger than 50 also Ted freaking Nugent. Stone Cold.
Yeah, I saw a promo for Wrestlemania for next year, where Stone Cold was talking about Wrestlemania being in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Oh, he's talking about how great Texas was," and I'm like, "Do you live in Nevada?" He's lived in Nevada his entire life.
He had his ranch that he sold a few years ago. He had his ranch in Texas. Morning, Wanda.
I'm looking at look at this. Daniel Court tagged you in a RBC Heritage thing. Look at that.
Yep.
No pictures of you though.
That's fine. I don't need any. No, I'm only doing this because I mean Claire, if anybody remembers Claire Beverly, she was awesome and amazing. She still is awesome and amazing. She worked with us for many years, and she was our heritage person. I mean, she did all the news and traffic in the building, but she would go over and she would basically serve as a co-host with them for the RBC Heritage wrap-up show, and she would do all the updates, and she'd spend basically the weekend just in Hilton Head. And she got the gig in Seattle a few
Mhm.
years ago. So she went out, moved to Seattle. So this will be my third year as our heritage person.
Obviously loving it.
It's fun. It's the last 2 years have been disappointing because you can't go into the media tent. When it was at the media tent, you could set up shop there, and you're kind of around everything happening. That's awesome. I mean, that is fun, and it is neat. You can go walk the course, and you can watch everybody play. I mean, with that not being around, it kind of takes some of the shine off of it, and now I'm just hanging out in the yacht club for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Right.
So, I mean, the Heritage itself is a lot of fun. I mean, can't say I'm the biggest golf guy, but you go to that tournament, man, it's a blast. So hopefully, I mean, I know it's open to the public this year, but at a reduced capacity. So hopefully next year everything will be back to normal.
What is the capacity? Is it?
I haven't heard. I know tickets are more expensive because of it, but that makes sense. But yeah, it'll be nice to get everything back to normal hopefully next year for it.
Let's see. 20% capacity for RBC Heritage.
Damn. Yeah, it's a big drop. It's better than last year when it was none.
Right. But where will all the drunk white people go? You mean they'll be out here with the rest of us? Oh, my God. Staying home this week, man.
Yeah, so the shows, if you want to listen to the show, it's 6 o'clock, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night on our sister station, Rewind 1079. Tom Kinder, who is the stadium voice of the Bengals, is one of the hosts, and Daniel Court, dude from Hilton Head, is the other co-host. So I just sit there and push buttons.
They do a bunch of interviews beforehand though, right?
Yeah, that's what I'll be doing this week, is making sure I have all of those lined up and ready to go.
Do they have those do they do them the week of?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of them. I guess a couple weeks out because they've been knocking a bunch of them out.
Okay, cool.
I mean, in the past, when you were able to be on the course, they would walk the course, and Daniel would walk the course and get interviews with players as they're playing. He'd get reaction on the course and all that stuff. Can't do that this year. Couldn't do it the last 2 years. So yeah.
Hideki Matsuyama was the guy who won yesterday.
Okay.
Speaking of golf, speaking of the Masters, Matsuyama played to the center of the green, 3-putted for a bogey, then took a 2-shot advantage over at Will Zalatoris,
Yes.
the final 2 holes. Just hearing people talk about the Masters, apparently it was very uneventful. Essentially, this guy just kind of took the victory very easily.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was an $11.5 million purse. He took home $2.07 million for taking the win.
Yeah. I mean, can't be dramatic every time, unfortunately.
So I don't know if you've looked at the first 10 games of the Major League Baseball season. About all the teams are about 10 games in.
Yeah.
Both the Cubs and White Sox are doing very badly. Both of them are 4-6.
Yeah.
The White Sox, though, at least the White Sox were top 3 in the preseason standings for doing very well this year.
Right.
And they are doing very badly.
It's the same thing with the Cubs, man. You just can't hit to save their lives. Like they have all of this, potential.
Yep.
They have all these great players, and they just can't seem to get it together at the same time.
Yeah, the Cubs are minus 11 in run differential this year.
Stupid.
Where the Reds are plus 30. That's why the Reds are currently in first place.
Don't need the Cubs to win, but I don't want to see the Reds win because Jake will never shut up about it.
The Braves last night, who I think won. Did you see the Braves controversy yesterday?
Mm-mm.
So the Braves player, I forget the exact player, he was coming into home plate. He slid, never touched the plate, and was called safe. Never. His foot just went around the plate.
Right.
And the ump called him safe. And he never touched the base. Should have been out. Major League Baseball didn't change anything about it. They could have reviewed it, because they do live reviewing now.
Now, so can they review any play, or does it have to be asked for a review by the team? Because I know the team can ask, right? They get one or two they can ask. Because that happened with the Cubs game last night, where somebody slid in the second and kind of, got in the way a little bit, broke up the double play, and caused a run to score for the Cubs. And then it got reviewed, and they called everybody out. I'm like, that's a stretch.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me read the story. Braves rip replay. Yeah, so it would have been, I think, the tying run. So controversial call at home plate gives the Phillies a 7-6 win over the Braves. So it was a home game last night. The Braves were confused with what appeared to be a missed call in the ninth inning that pushed the Phillies to their 7-6 win. Oh, it was the Phillies player that slid into the home plate, slid around the tag, and was called safe, although he never touched the plate, which gave the Phillies the win. That last run coming in the ninth inning. Ugh. There's nothing Major League Baseball could do now either. It's not like they can go back and be like,
yeah, no, it's too late
because it would have been a tied game. Someone wrote, the Phillies manager says, Joe Girardi says, it looks like his big toe kind of hit the corner of the plate. That's what we saw when we looked at all the angles. Uh-huh. That's like the perfect thing to say. If your team somehow won off a bad call. Yeah, it kind of looked like he won. Yeah, it kind of looked fine.
I didn't know Girardi was managing again. Good for him.
Yeah, he's been with the Phillies for a couple years now.
Okay.
Yeah, oof.
They found one angle where it kind of looked like maybe.
Yeah, there's an angle that's not kind of over the plate. It's kind of more along the first baseline. And the Phillies player, he slides awkwardly, and he kind of stands up, and it looks like he may have touched the corner of the plate, but no.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen to the show. Your in-home smart speaker. Download the app for free. And get us at rock1061.com. So this hour, we're going to take your calls, comments, and text at 800-394-1061. Is there a celebrity you'd like to see run for president? Is there somebody to actually vote for? Now, there was a new poll of 30,000 people. I mean, that's a decent poll.
Yeah.
46%.
You said decent poll.
Gotta love a good decent poll.
Yeah.
46% of people said they would vote for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson if he ran for president. 46% would get him the presidency.
What's up with the other 54% that would not vote for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Have they never seen Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? This man is amazing.
Now, The Rock has kind of hinted around in the past about potentially running for president. Back in February, he was asked about it in an interview. He said, I will consider a presidential run in the future if that's what the people wanted. Truly, I mean that. I'm not flippant in any way with my answer. So I would wait. I would listen. I would have my finger on the pulse and my ear to the ground.
I mean, is it a long con just to push his stuff, or is he honestly considering this?
I think he is considering it in the back of his mind. Now, he responded to the poll via Twitter here the other day and said, I don't think our founding fathers ever envisioned a 6'4", bald tattooed, half black, half Samoan, tequila drinking, pickup truck driving, fanny pack wearing guy joining their club. But if it ever happens, it would be my honor to serve you, the people.
Okay. Well, this is interesting. Well, I think the Rock is trying to take care of this other half that wouldn't vote for him, because there's 54% according to this poll that would not vote for him. Did you see what The Rock is offering his fans for purchasing his tequila now.
No.
If you go to a restaurant, certain restaurants, I don't have the full list right here in front of me, and you order his new tequila, the Terramana, I think it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
Terramana tequila, he will buy you free guacamole. So if you go to a restaurant that serves guacamole that has his tequila and you order his tequila, he will essentially buy you free guacamole. There is a promotion that's currently going right now in regards to that. So I think that is the first step in trying to serve the 50% plus of people that wouldn't vote for them. If you give someone free guac, it could change their lives.
Now, his TV show, The Young Rock, which is about his life growing up, is actually got The Rock. It's set in 2032, and he's running for president. So that's what this kind of premise of the TV show is. It's him,
11 years from now?
Well, it's him talking about his life, and that's why they flash back for the TV show. I don't see him running in 2024, and here's why. He's got too much money to make still. He's not going to give up being the A-list celebrity, the go-to actor for action movies yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 2023 might be, or 2032 might be too soon as well.
Yeah, so if it's 32, it'd be 11 years from now. The Rock would be 59-ish, 60 years old.
I can see it, man.
That's a good age for a president.
I think The Rock will eventually run for president.
Do you think he'll be as ripped as he is 11 years from now?
Yes. I don't see that man ever. So he runs for president. The White House will have the best home gym it has ever seen.
Oh, my gosh. It'd be pure gym. There'd be like a kitchen, one bed, and then 90% gym.
Would he have time to work out?
Probably not.
He might think he might gain a little, or he might lose some of that tone.
Most presidents claim to be like the busiest people on the planet.
That's what I'm saying.
But honestly, I don't think they are.
The Rock right now is the busiest dude on the planet.
Right. I think he'd go to the White House just to retire.
I get less to do.
Yeah, just less to do. Just hang out, take phone calls all day.
All right, so call, comment, and text right now, 800-394-1061. Is there a celebrity you would like to see run for president? Is there somebody you would actually vote for? So hit us up with a text. You can reply in the comments on the chat, and, of course, give us a call, 800-394-1061. Is there a celebrity you would like to see run for president? We'll take your calls next. Here's Bring Me the Horizon and Teardrops, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
That's funny. Rhett commented, The Rock and Shaq as vice president. Interesting.
No, I think he will. I think he is serious about this.
Mm-hmm.
He is. He's a Republican, I believe.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so. He has talked at conventions before. I think he'd run, and I think he'd get votes on both sides. Because I don't see him coming out as, being too hardcore either way. I think he'd get votes both sides just because of who he is.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's political stance is ambiguous. The actor previously identified as Republican, even spoke at the 2000 Republican National Convention, but endorsed Kamala Harris and Joe Biden during the 2020 run. He shared a video leading up to the election praising the Democrat candidates with the caption, "As a political independent and centrist, for many years, I've voted for Democrats in the past as well as Republican."
Okay, so he's keeping his options open.
Yes,
is what that is.
Yeah.
That is a man. That is a politician not committing to either side. He's already got it.
Without a doubt. Want to go Samuel L. Jackson? How about Clint Eastwood? All good choices. I've got one. I'm not gonna share it until we're back on the air.
That's fine. I got a couple options, and then we got I can read the ones off of Facebook here if we want.
Yeah.
All right, we got about a minute. We can also throw in the how he was Republican, just Republicanish in the past, and how he's kind of already
Yeah, I've got that story up. I
playing both sides.
Yeah, I can. Samuel L. Jackson would be amazing. Samuel's getting older. He's like 70 years old.
I know, right? He doesn't look it at all.
Mm-mm.
Man looks amazing still.
Clint Eastwood, now that I think about it, would be a terrible president.
I don't know.
He's 86.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's...
All right, guys, be right back. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning, 800-394-1061. Is there a celebrity you would like to see run for president? Now, there was a new poll of 30,000 people. 46% of them said they would vote for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson if he ran for president. Now, The Rock has talked about this in the past. I think he's serious. I believe eventually, yes, The Rock will run for president. Now, in the past, he was Republican, or, I think that's what he identified as. But I think he is already pulling the political, I don't want to commit to either side sort of thing, and he's trying to keep his options open.
Yeah, he wants to see which side is going to be looking good here in about a decade. So, yeah, I think we both agree. The Rock is probably not going to run for president, at least for another decade or so.
Yeah.
He'll be close to 60 years old, which is perfect. I don't know why. It seems like all of our presidents are older now, so let's go ahead and shoot for The Rock in about a decade or so, which would be like I guess it would be you have to wait longer than that if it was another 10 years. I think it would be somewhere around like 2034 ish. He would have to run for president, which put him like at 62, 63 years old.
And I think regardless of which party he would run for, like we said in the past, he's been Republican. He's kind of, just doing this fence riding thing right now, keeping his options open. Whether he was Republican, Democrat, or even independent, I think he would get votes from both sides.
Right.
Because I don't think he's going to take a hard-line stance on anything. I think he'd be more middle ground. I think a lot of people would look at him as somebody, this is somebody maybe we can work with to do things. And then some people, let's be honest, just going to be starstruck.
Yeah, they're just going to love the fact that he's the former wrestling guy, that he was in the ring. I actually had to look it up. Yeah, he previously identified as a Republican, but he endorsed Joe Biden and Kamala Harris this past race. And he goes, as a political independent and centrist for many years, I voted for Democrats in the past as well as Republicans. So, yeah, you're right. He's playing it right down the middle. I mean, he's going to strike whenever he decides to strike, and he's going to go hard.
Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Is there a celebrity you would like to see run for president? If The Rock ran, would you vote for him? Mamacita, Sandy Lynn, went to our Facebook page when we asked the question. She said, Ted freaking Nugent.
Good old Ted Nugent.
That would be interesting. I don't know.
He's gotten more crazy as he's gotten older, man. I would like less crazy in the presidential office.
Gabriel Leonard said Stone Cold 2024.
I can get behind that.
Mikey Lapika, none. Let's hope for an actual real American younger than 50 that wants this country to survive, that will run for office.
Yeah, it would be nice to see, after seeing, Trump and Biden both in their 70s, it would be nice to see someone a little bit more spry who can actually, go for a run or something without falling down would be nice.
Now, a couple years ago, I want to say Saturday Night Live did a skit. It might have been the opening where it was brought up about The Rock running.
Oh, yeah.
And then they brought
out
Tom Hanks to be like, it was like Hanks and Johnson.
Yeah.
Or president and vice president. I don't know. You got like the America's father and then America's bodyguard.
Well, that was actually my number one choice to run for president right now would be Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I get that. I might vote for Tom Hanks.
He's the nicest guy in the world.
Can he do it, though? Is he too nice?
He's like the first celebrity ever to get COVID, and he survived.
It's true.
In Australia, of all places. So good for Tom Hanks.
What about Gary Sinise? Now, of course, he's got the Tom Hanks connection, but Gary Sinise has done so much good work with the military. He's got his Lieutenant Dan band.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's low-key. He's not a flashy celebrity.
We haven't had a big-time, presidential figure to play a musical instrument in quite some time since Bill Clinton the saxophone.
That's
right?
true.
So yeah, Gary Sinise up there ripping on the guitar. I'd be behind that.
Play his own induction, ceremony party. That'd be great. What about Jon Stewart?
Big fan of that. Jon Stewart. Could you just imagine the State of the Union addresses Jon Stewart would do?
It would be. I would want to tune in.
It would be the only time I think I ever watched a State of the Union address would be when Jon Stewart would do it. That guy, I mean, he gets it. The stuff he did for the 9/11 fund,
Yes.
for the heroes that were behind that. If you guys haven't seen his work and what he's done there, Jon Stewart would be great as president.
All right, 800-394-1061. Call, comment, and text. Is there a celebrity that you would like to see run for president? Somebody you would vote for? We'll take your calls, comments, and texts next. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
I've got a couple on the chat, and then I got two that I want to point out here.
Okay, cool.
Once we come back in just a few moments. Good morning, everyone on the chat. We got a few minutes. We're in commercials right now, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go ahead and ask the internet a question. Static electricity. That was weird. All right, so once again, answer the internet game we play during the breaks here of the Cotter and Marshall Show. What is the worst thing you've gotten thrown out of, or excuse me, what's the worst thing you've gotten thrown out of a bar for?
I've never been thrown out of a bar.
I have.
What was it?
I don't know if it's the worst thing, but in my hometown, I was hanging out at the bar, and there's like 3 bars in a row within like 30 feet of each other, and that's it. That's literally the entire town. There's a gas station at the end of this block. That's it. That's all Deer Creek, Illinois has. I got thrown out of one bar because the owner of the other dared me to go over and offer everyone in that bar free beers if they came over to his. So I got thrown out and was told to never come back to, I think it was the Village Tap. I think.
Did people go over to the other bar and did he honor it?
One person did, and yes.
Was he kicked out? I'll never come back.
Yeah, so I think I got kicked out of the bar for that. I got kicked out of the bar for being too drunk when I was like 22 at SOPs in Peoria.
Oh, wow.
What else did I do? I think that was about it. I think I got thrown out of a bar in Vegas because it goes back to what we were talking about last week. They were serving us like Jim Beam or like a really low grade whiskey instead of Jack Daniels. We're like, dude, we know this isn't Jack Daniels. Obviously, the taste profile is not even close. They got mad at us and told us to leave.
The only place that I can think of getting kicked out of, you were with me, was Habersham.
Yeah, you got kicked out of Habersham.
I did.
What'd you say again?
So we walked in and and I was wearing my Terrapin. I got
button up.
Terrapin button up. So the owner or manager thought that I was with a beer company. So we walked in and he said something and I don't think we responded. And then as he kept going, he goes, "Well, you can at least say hi." And then I looked at you and I said, "You want to go someplace else? F that guy."
Oh, yeah, you said F that guy.
And then there was an employee, I don't know, he jumped out of nowhere.
Yeah,
So what did you just say?
He was hiding in the bushes.
And I go, "F that guy." And he goes, "You can get out." And I'm like, "What am I doing?" So I leave. And then you stayed in and bought beer. Thanks for the support.
I had to buy a beer. I had to buy a beer for the show.
And then we went back and we've made up.
We got it all cleared up.
We got it all cleared up. He thought I was a distributor, or he thought I was with the distributor. So they called Terrapin.
Yeah.
Mad. And thinking, what the hell just happened? So I'm getting everybody in trouble. Everybody laughs about it now. But yeah, it was funny. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, for like a good year and a half afterwards, we'd walk in there and like most of the employees would look at Cotter and go, "F that guy."
It was good. That was fun.
Kamwana says she's never been thrown out of a bar, so does that mean I haven't been living my best life? No, you
Possibly.
haven't. Go into a bar, just get thrown out right now. First of all, see if you can get in, and the moment you get in, cause a ruckus.
Find that third shift bar, go in right now.
Rhett goes, was drunk as shit and did one more shot and puked all over the bar. Oh, I'd throw you out so quick. This might be could be a good topic. What have you ever been thrown out of? Yeah, let's do that one later on this week.
Yeah, we can do that. That'll be fun. Yeah, open it up to anything because, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only time I've been kicked out of
I've been
think.
kicked out of a corn concert for smoking weed.
I got kicked out of band in junior high. We were playing a song, and I go, "This song sucks." And
They kicked you out of band just for
he
saying.
kicked me out of the class. I mean, just the day of.
Oh,
I said, "This song sucks."
Oh shit!
He goes,
okay.
"Get out." So
I got kicked out of health class for making a joke about masturbation, and
Really?
then I had to write a letter to the teacher apologizing. And just so you know, I didn't mean it. That apology was forced.
I believe it.
Yeah.
All right, we still got a song coming up out of this. We'll be back.
Woo. Once again, thanks anyone for joining us on the live stream today. Right now, we are taking your calls, texts, comments on who would make an excellent celebrity president. So if you can think of anyone and want to join in the conversation, hit us up any way possible. And then we're about to share your comments and suggestions here in just a few minutes. Yeah, I've been kicked out of a lot of stuff now that I think about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think anything else. I had a cousin who got, literally banned from a bar in Manitou, much like, got a call.
We do?
Oh, wait. No, it says it's wrong. Rock 1061.
Hey, fellas, what's up?
How's it going?
I actually got two for y'all, man. The first one that come in my mind was Pinocchio. That way, every time he told a damn lie, his nose would go to growing, and you know instantly he's full of shit.
Nice.
That's true. That's true.
And then the other one was from Ken Kelly, and every time he did like a something,
Once again, excellent points. All right, thanks, Vic. See ya.
Yeah, sorry guys, we didn't put that over the stream just because the audio, something's weird with our audio with our.
That happened the other day, remember?
Yeah,
and then it just went away.
That's just incredibly overdriven. Yeah, that all sounds terrible in my headphones.
I don't know what's. All right, I don't know what happened there. That's awesome.
Well, I'll tell you what's gonna happen, Cotter.
I called Tim.
Should I call him or should I email him?
We're gonna need to take some calls here in a bit with the trivia and stuff. So I don't know. That ain't good. Damn it, man! All right.
Let's see. Let's message Tim Finley. Tim the engineer.
I don't know. That ain't good. All right, 2.5 minutes.
Wanda, I have news. We're headed home to Savannah after 4 months of being in the hospital.
Yeah, that's awesome news, Wanda. All right, got about a minute and a half. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's up with that.
Yeah,
should
that's
not be that bad already.
There's usually a very small hiss to it, but that's 10 times worse than normal.
Yep.
I text Tim the engineer, so we'll see what the deal is, man. My guess is they won't be fixed prior to doing trivia. So if that's the case, then we'll just have to take each other on.
Yep. God dang it. Sorry, guys. That stinks.
Good morning, Greg. Good seeing you on Friday, man.
Yeah, man. It was good to see you. It had been a while. All right, so you have some from the chat, and you have a couple of your own?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just kind of reset it real quick, and then, yeah, you can run them down.
Yeah, Debilation was a fun night out there, man. We met a lot of people.
Yeah, we did. That was great.
Make sure all your cables are plugged in all the way, says Tim Finley. Was everything plugged in?
I don't know, man. There's 3 cables that go into this, and I don't know where else they go. I'll mess with it here in a second. We got 15. We'll be right back, guys. Good morning. We are taking your calls, comments, and text 800-394-1061. Is there a celebrity you'd like to see run for president? Now, there have been many celebrities who've gotten into politics. I mean, Ronald Reagan, before becoming president or getting into politics, was an actor. He acted all the time in Hollywood. And now, of course, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been talking about this for a while now. And in a new poll of 30,000 people, 46% of them said they would vote for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and that 40% in theory would be enough to put The Rock in the White House.
Yeah, I think if The Rock decides to wait like a decade and he's still doing great, which obviously health-wise, he's doing real good.
Yeah, he is.
He's a mountain of a man. I think there's a real shot that he may actually try to become the president of the United States, and he probably would get it. Now, we had some suggestions on the chat. Someone said, how about The Rock, but how about Shaq as his vice president?
You need another element to that. Shaq just seems like a good, fun-loving guy.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Shaq just shattering, basketball backboards just throughout the White House would be badass. Wanda says, how about Clint Eastwood? Little old, little long in the tooth for my liking. 86 years old right now. If he waited to the next election, that's another 3 years. He'd be almost 90 years old.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, geez, are you
Well,
calling?
I mean,
are you saying Clint Eastwood's
into
gonna
the
be
presidency? I don't think he's going to make it into the White House.
Are you calling for the death of Clint
no,
Eastwood?
I'm
Dude?
definitely not calling for
Sounded
the
like
death
you
of
were.
Clint
Just throwing it out there. Someone said also, hey, what about Samuel Jackson? Samuel L. Jackson.
I want my president to drop more F-bombs.
I would prefer it. I would absolutely prefer it. Like he should have just like a little bucket of F words he gets to pull from like once a year. Like you get 10 F words a year. You get to say it on live national television without zero repercussions. Let's go.
He's the president. I mean, or he would be the president. What? And the FCC is going to come after him? No, they're not.
What about Bill Nye the Science Guy? I love Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Smart, level-headed. I could be down for that.
And what about this? And it's mostly because of like the speeches, but my personal choice, Christopher Walken.
I don't know what his policies are, but man, is it fun.
It'd be incredible. Christopher Walken would be without I would do a terrible impression, but I honestly, it would hurt your soul to hear me do it. Christopher Walken would probably be one of my top choices to become president.
Okay. Yeah, I would love the speeches. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, and then just Will Ferrell shows up and plays cowbell every once in a while behind him. It'd be incredible.
All right. I think The Rock will run. And I think, or wouldn't be surprised if eventually The Rock became the president of the United States. He's driven enough, goal-oriented enough. I think this could be a thing. Continue to comment and text with your thoughts. Is there a celebrity you'd like to see run for president? Coming up next, we're going to talk the Mets and how they eked out a victory, and some people are calling them out on it. Also going to talk Big Money Monday. Still your chance to play and win. Cotter and Marshall Show. Here's Bad Flower in 30, Rock 106.1.
Red goes, how about Eddie Murphy and Samuel L. Jackson?
I like it.
That'd be the most explosive cuss word White House of all time. We got 3 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back.
I Mm-mm. All right, so going to talk about the Mets and how Michael Conforto may have taken one for the team to get a win. Also going to talk Big Money Monday. You still got a chance to play. All you got to do is text us your first name and a number 1 through 9 to 800-394-1061. You can score a $50 Visa gift card. Top of the 8 o'clock hour, going to talk WrestleMania 37. Of course, it went down Saturday and Sunday night. We'll get to our top 3 moments from WrestleMania. Going to play trivia. Hopefully, we'll get the phones working. If not, we'll just go against each other. And then after 9, going to talk Willie Nelson, trying to get the high holidays officially looked at by the government. Got the drunk line. And then, of course, we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. But up next, we are going to get to the story about the Mets player and then Big Money Monday. It is your chance to play, your chance to win. So you can text in your first name and number now, 1 through 9. The phone number is 800-394-1061 if you'd like to text it in. That is still very loud. I don't know what's going on, man. This is crazy. Okay. All right. I don't know. All right, yeah. So it's Monday. Weekend went by so quick. There was so much that went on this weekend. I mean, the Debilation Brewing thing, WrestleMania. Me personally, once again, was supposed to go to Ohio to pick up my kid. Never felt comfortable with my car after having some issues with it. So he's moving his stuff into a storage unit today, and then he's flying out tomorrow. So he'll be home tomorrow via the flight. My youngest kid had her 18th birthday. I'm old, so we celebrated her birthday yesterday, so that was fun. Yeah, there's a lot going on this weekend, man. Very, very busy. All right, we got about 90 seconds here. Going to talk about axe throwing for life. If you haven't heard about that yet, your chance to win. That'll be a lot of fun, I think. I'm looking forward to that. All right, let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me yell at Marshall. All right, guys, got about 30 seconds. Check. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. Now, there was a controversial ending to the New York Mets game when they took on the Marlins on Thursday. It was tied 2-2 in the bottom of the ninth. The Mets had the bases loaded. Michael Conforto of the Mets up the bat. He was hit by a pitch. Since the bases were loaded, that meant the winning run would score. But here's the thing. It wasn't a wild pitch.
No, it was in the strike zone, actually.
Yeah, it was a strike, and Conforto didn't back away or try to get out of the way of the pitch. And according to the rules, batter gets first base if he is struck by the ball, if he is not attempting to hit, unless the ball is in the strike zone when it touches the batter, or the batter makes no attempt to avoid being touched by the ball. Both of those things happen, yet they still gave him the base.
Yeah, Major League Baseball's had a rough go because last night there was another mistake where the Braves lost the game against the Phillies after another bad Major League Baseball mistake. So Major League Baseball should get their stuff together.
Now, the ump admitted it, said, yeah, my bad. I should have called him out. Now, we've discussed this before. You know, they do have instant replay in Major League Baseball now. Mm-hmm. It's not every play, obviously. I don't think they should go to every play. They play so many games a loss here or there, if it's because of a bad call, really not going to affect your season.
Probably not.
And it's just going to slow down the game even more. But in something like this, where this obviously affected the outcome of the game, in my opinion, this is where you use instant replay.
Well, it should be mandatory. It should be like the Major League Baseball offices. They should have their eye on these games. They should have a guy like on every single game where if they need to, even inside the offices, throw the red flag.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop that game in Atlanta and figure this out because it looks like they're about to get screwed.
Yeah, I don't need every, pitch with an instant replay, but this obviously affected the outcome. To me, this is one of those situations where it would have made sense. So who knows? We'll see where this goes in the future. All right, Big Money Monday is coming up right around the corner. This is your chance to score a $50 Visa gift card, and you can still enter right now if you want to play.
So go ahead and text us 1-800-394-1061. Text us your first name and then a number between 1 and 9. If that number shows up on the ball and we choose you to roll for, here in just a few moments, you'll win that $50 gift card.
Big Money Monday is coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Good old Big Money Monday. Greg goes, I'm good with Samuel L. Jackson if we can get John Travolta to run with him and keep doing their Pulp Fiction characters.
That's true. I'd be down for that.
Facebook memory says it's been 4 years since we lost Charlie Murphy, says Wanda.
Has it been 4 years? Damn.
Mm-hmm. That's literally the words I wrote. Oh, damn. Yeah, the Braves did get screwed. I looked into it. Saw the video. I can agree. Cotter's testing out the phone line right now. The hum is less noticeable there. That's way overdriven. When you turned on the... Yeah, it's only on the left-hand side. So it's a cord issue going from the phone into whatever that junction box is. That's better. Still overdriven like crazy. Feel like you're just making a sweet EDM remix over there.
Just getting ready to drop the bass.
Man, there's going to be a sick beat that's going to be coming out here in just a moment. Yeah, it's real bad.
Guys, garbage.
Greg goes, I thought you guys had an engineer. We do. His name's Tim, the engineer.
Yeah, dude, the three cables that I have access to have been unplugged and plugged back in.
Yeah, Tim just wrote, make sure all your cables are plugged all the way in. I go, nope, still humming, and I have not received a response from Tim.
Well, no, I unplugged the actual cord into it, so that was the last one that I could unplug. So we'll see. Network is unavailable now, so.
Sick.
I don't know, man. Don't know. Whoa. Last thing. Rick Hirschman.
Oh, you're unplugging it.
Just I'm taking the power out. See what happens. Besides breaking it all now. All right, we'll see what goes there. Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know what that is. All right, so Axes for life. First.
Engineer Tim the Tool Man. When he needs to be, yes, technically he is.
Because yeah, that's not going to make a difference.
Did you explain to him that doesn't mean he gets to play with toy trains, correct? Jesus, stop doing that. It's only getting worse.
Yeah, I don't know, guys.
Oh, Tim texts me. I'll fix it.
Sorry.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that,
I love his optimism
guys. That's true.
and his certainty with I'll fix it. All right, just going to pop this up.
All right, we
quick.
still got like 5 minutes. We got a song.
Oh, okay,
coming
cool.
up, so we got plenty of time. That's me. Yeah, our light's not working now either.
Well, it's definitely plugged in.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Welcome to a Monday, guys. Welcome to a Monday.
Yeah, we always seem to have the worst luck over the weekend. I don't know who comes in here and touches all this stuff. To be honest, I was in here yesterday,
Right?
but I just fed the fish and then I left. So, morning, boss.
What's up? So he gets to be here for a Big Money Monday to see if we are giving away more of his money today.
Yeah, I've already actually.
Yeah.
If we do give away the gift card, I actually have it already. I bought an extra one with
Okay.
this money last
That's
week.
good. We're ready to
Yeah,
go.
so I'm ready to mail this person that gift card out immediately. If they win. And we're what? 4 minutes. Yeah, we're 4 minutes away from rolling. Good old Big Money Monday. You want to practice? Choose. What number would you choose, Cotter?
I would go with 3.
All right. All right. Let's see if Cotter would win. 63.
Yeah.
Cotter, I feel good about this now. Now that we've practiced, I feel like someone's going to really score themselves some cash today. All right, guys, we got about 3.5 minutes before we jump back on the air to do Big Money Monday. We'll also give you the details on Axis for Life. Let's do it. Answer the internet. I have a fun story about Axis for Life, but I'll do it after we do the break. Could you beat Tom Cruise in a fight? This is a great picture too. Once again, answering the internet, guys. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Could you beat Tom Cruise in a fight?
I'm going to say no. That man does his as many stunts on his own as he can for every Mission Impossible movie. Obviously, he has done action flicks for years. I think he's had to have picked up a thing or two when it comes to fighting. He's in great shape. No, he'd beat my ass.
Let's break down the tail of the tape, as they say. Tom Cruise, 5'7",
Okay, about my height.
weight 170 pounds,
He's lighter than me.
and then Tom Cruise, 58 years old. Damn, he's damn 60.
Obviously younger, but still, like I said, way better shape than I am.
Mm-hmm.
He does his own stunts. He obviously has picked up. Yeah, no, he'd kick my ass.
People also ask, is Tom Cruise really 5'7"? Yes, he is. Next question. What disease did Tom Cruise have? Cruise spent his childhood trying to hide his dyslexia from his peers, diagnosed at the age of 7. He describes himself as younger self as a functional illiterate.
Interesting.
Is Tom Cruise sensitive about his height? Firstly, I'm very sensitive to it, says Tom Cruise. All right, so here's the deal. If you get into a fight about Tom Cruise, just talk about his height, get him off kilter, and then pray that you just land the shot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so could you beat Tom Cruise in a fight? Probably not, but I got him by like 6 inches.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have the height advantage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got that going for you. I mean, one shot. It just takes one.
I mean, like I said just last week, man, I mean, if Star Wars taught me anything, the higher ground usually gets the win. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to beat Tom Cruise.
Here's the thing. Here's what you probably have in your favor. Somebody would have in their favor. He might be overconfident. He might be like, yeah, I do my own stunts for Mission Impossible. Yeah, I know karate or whatever it is I've learned from movies in the past, but he's still an actor.
What if Tom Cruise doesn't know? I mean, at some point he has to know we're in a fight. But what if I just walked up behind him and tapped on his shoulder like, Tom Cruise? And he's like, hey, and I just punch him.
Is that really a fight?
Yeah.
Or is that just a sucker punch?
Well, I don't know. What's the definition of that?
I don't know.
Greg goes, he's 4 foot tall and from Hollyweird. You could take him. And Charles just goes, Reacher. Yes, correct. He is that dude. Is it Jack Reacher Tom or Risky Business Tom? Man, I mean at this point it's probably Jack Reacher Tom. He has all the experience.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, Risky Business Tom. He just if he's just wearing underwear and socks.
Just to pants him.
I don't know. Just to pants him. I don't know. I saw a movie called Bronson once that starred Tom Hardy, and he pretty much got nude and greased himself in oil where he could have fights and no one could hit him.
That's Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Not Tom Cruise. All right, guys, be right back. Thank you for hanging out. Good morning. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch is where you can get the stream. Like, follow, and subscribe. Before we get to Big Money Monday, last Friday we announced our latest giveaway, Axes for Life.
That's right. We're giving away axe throwing for life, 1 hour every single week to the brand new axe throwing joint here in Savannah. It's actually located downtown, Urban Forest Axe House. So if you want to partake in this giveaway, all you have to do is go to the Rock 1061 Facebook page. There's a post pinned to the very top. Let us know what team you want to be on, because this is Team Cotter versus Team Marshall. We are going to each choose 4 champions to join us at Urban Forest Axe House on May 1st, and they're going to face each other like an NCAA bracket-style tournament. With the very last matchup, you and I are going to join our champions.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like a 2 versus 2 battle to the very end, with the winner scoring axe throwing for life.
Now, I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't suck at throwing axes. For whatever reason, I'm pretty good at it.
If anyone saw our TV commercial, I'm very good at throwing axes because I didn't murder you.
Well, that's thanks to some fancy editing.
I don't believe that at all. That's very good.
So if you'd like to join Team Cotter or Team Marshall for your chance for axe throwing for life with Urban Forest Axe House, hit us up now at the Rock 1061 Facebook page. Comment on the post that's pinned to the top whether you want to join Team Marshall or Team Cotter. Later on this week, we will start selecting our teams.
I love it.
All right, let's play some Big Money Monday, man. We've got Thomas. He's chosen number 3 today for Big Money Monday. So we're going to spin the bingo machine. If any version of the number 3 comes out, he's going to score a $50 Visa gift card. Last 2 weeks, we've given one away.
And we practiced during the break, and you chose the number 3, and it came out.
So hopefully didn't jinx it.
Hopefully you didn't jinx it. But here we go. Here's Big Money Monday. Rolling.
Ooh, come on, Thomas!
Rolling for Thomas. Here's the ball. Let's see. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. There's the ball. It is the number 6. Sorry, Thomas.
I feel so bad now. I may have taken away his...
I think you jinxed him. I think you jinxed Thomas in the number 3.
You know what? It happens.
Can we do this? Can you want to do it again?
No, it's one.
Our boss is watching.
It's one and done.
It'd be hilarious if we just kept doing it until we gave money away.
We'll be back next Monday with another Big Money Monday.
Fine.
All you got to do is text us your name and a number 1 through 9 for your chance to win. All right, coming up, top of the 8 o'clock hour, got to talk WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
2-night extravaganza.
I watched way too much WrestleMania this weekend.
So we're going to give you a quick recap, and then we'll give you our power rankings of our top 3 WrestleMania moments of the weekend. That's coming up, 8 o'clock, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Sorry, Thomas, man.
Yeah.
I feel like we really didn't serve him well here. We've been so good at giving away money recently.
I know.
What if I just rolled again, just for the heck of it?
We can't give him the money.
All right. Then we won't even live in a hypothetical world, Thomas. I'm sorry. So wait, so our phones are messed up, and then suddenly that thing came off the chair. I think someone was in here.
I know, right? Hold on a second.
That definitely goes to your chair. I
That's
think.
what I was
Yeah. You know, like that little screw-in piece on any sort of like chair, business chair. Maybe off Mac's chair behind you. Well, it seems like an integral piece.
I'm just waiting for my chair to fall apart because it's not on it. So it's fine.
Right. If only you had someone who could fix things there.
That's great.
That's true. That's very true. Speaking of later on today, Greg, who's on the chat right now, watching us live on the YouTubes or Twitches or whatever, Facebooks. He came out to Demolition Brewing Company, and he gave us some toilet paper. I took a picture of you guys.
Yes.
Of you holding toilet paper, which is just the weirdest picture ever. But I'm going to post that up later today on Instagram. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, you definitely should. It's at Cotter Marshall.
I cracked open the 3-ply over the weekend. It's a dream.
Wait, that was supposed to be work? That was supposed to be work poop paper.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that
You just
too.
took it home?
Yeah, I took it home. I'll bring some in. I had to test it out. I was curious. I wasn't going to wait till Monday.
Right.
Just sitting there.
Hey. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us once again this morning. So we're out of the 7 o'clock hour with being on air at least. Here at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about Wrestlemania. We'll also give you guys the update about Torture Tuesday, which is happening tomorrow, and play some trivia. Right now, our phones are kind of messed up. So if for some reason we get them fixed before trivia, cool, we'll do it. If not, Cotter and I will just go against each other. In some sort of trivia-like contest. But, yeah, our phones, of course, you come in on Monday, and it seems like nothing was touched from, the weekend or whatever before, and suddenly nothing works.
It's like somebody came in and just unplugged stuff, unscrewed things off of chairs, plugged stuff back in random spots. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so, what was it? Last Monday, our stream was having issues. This Monday, it's phones, so no big deal. Good old radio life we're living. And the final hour of the show today, we'll also talk about music news. We'll break down the latest in music news. All right. Perfecto.
All right. Almost out of commercials. Top of the hour, got some Foo Fighters Everlong. And then we'll get into WrestleMania. Surprisingly enough, man, I think night one was the better of the two nights.
Yeah, I think when it came to WrestleMania, without a doubt, night one was better than two, which shouldn't be the case. They should try to push night two, right? You think?
Well, I mean, in theory, looking at the card, I was more excited about night two. And I mean, I do think there were some good matches. As a whole, and we'll get into it obviously in a bit. As a whole, I enjoyed the whole weekend. I mean, there's always going to be, there's always going to be some stinkers, and there were. But I mean, as a whole, I thought it was fun. I mean, there were some slow matches. A Fiend piece of crap, man. God dang, so stupid.
Real quick, Andrew says Cotter broke the phones and doesn't remember. # old man problems.
That's always possible.
Right? Yes, you did miss Money Monday. We just did it a few minutes ago. We played for Thomas, who chose number 3. We rolled a 6. So
no winner this week.
No winner this week. We'll just have to wait again until next Monday to play egregiously loud music after someone wins $50 from us. I got big props last week from certain people in regards to my Boss Man Money song.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see possibly if I will revisit that song every time someone wins.
Do you remember it?
I will go back and watch the tape. That's
okay.
the best thing about the show. Everything is on
That's
tape.
true. Transcribe it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Damn, I would have won had I been picked. Yep. Oh, Cotter chooses him. I'm not trying
Just
to say
randomly grab a name, man.
I'm not trying to say it's Cotter's fault, but sounds like Cotter's fault. Yeah, we chose the number 6 today. Yeah, I got some social media and video work to do after the show today. So I have that going on, and then, the rest of my stupid work stuff. Don't need that. So RBC is this coming week. You're gonna be out there damn near every day.
I'll be there. I'll be on Hilton Head Island Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not actually at the tournament. We'll be doing the wrap-up show from the Yacht Club, Hilton Head Yacht Club.
Oh, that's where. Is that where it happened last year?
Yeah.
Is that where you guys did the post show last year?
Yeah, I mean it's just we were upstairs in a private room. I mean it wasn't in front of anybody at all. It was just upstairs, private room. Recorded the show or did the show from there.
Is that where you're doing it again this year?
Yeah. At least that's where I'm going, so I hope everybody's
right
in the same spot.
Who do you think the very first winner of the RBC was? I'm looking up some history right now. Speaking of RBC.
Very first winner, Jack Nicklaus.
Arnold Palmer.
Okay.
1969.
Okay.
What's up? Who was last year's winner?
Crap. Was it DeChambeau or some? Was it that guy?
Okay. DeChambeau has never won.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
Webb Simpson.
Yeah, I would never.
And then it was Shang Tsung Pan. And then 2018, it was Satoshi Kodaira.
Okay.
I thought Spieth won one year, didn't he?
I don't know.
I could have sworn he did. Maybe he got real close.
All right, got about 90 seconds.
Dude, this Luke Donald guy has been a runner-up like 4 or 5 times.
Poor guy.
But Luke Donald was runner-up in 2009, 2014, 2016. Maybe he should win. Try harder.
All right, just over 30 seconds. Going to recap WrestleMania nights 1 and 2. And then we'll come back with our power rankings of our top 3 moments from the weekend. All right, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out with the show today. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or check us out at rock1061.com. So this weekend was WrestleMania weekend. Went down in Tampa. It was the first time fans were actually in attendance. First time in over a year. Went down 2 nights on Saturday and Sunday. On paper, night 2 was the better of the 2 nights. In reality, I think night 1 ended up being more fun.
Yeah, night 1 was way better than night 2. Now, I've heard terrible things about night 2, specifically about that Randy Orton Fiend match. You want to start there? You want to go backwards and kind of do 2 and then night 1?
Yeah, that's fine. It was garbage. It was utter garbage. This whole storyline's been weird. I think The Fiend is such a great character, but they just haven't gotten it right yet as to how to tell the story. And so The Fiend comes out of a big Jack-in-the-Box, which was actually cool. You're like, all right, I'll buy into the mystical side of this whole thing. So he pops out. He has been reborn because obviously he was burnt to a crisp by Randy Orton because that makes sense. And he came out looking like Freddy Krueger, but he was reborn. This match was 5 minutes long. Spoiler alert, 5 minutes long. Orton, RKO out of nowhere for the win.
Yeah, it didn't seem cool. Then Alexa Bliss started shooting black goo from her forehead, and then they disappeared at the end of the match. Like, it was a really strange WrestleMania opener for night number 2. Now, I missed the first few matches last night, but trust me, the internet told me exactly what happened, and people were not happy.
I mean, I wasn't upset with most of it. I mean, I think the tag team match went on way too long for the women's tag team championship. It was 14 minutes. And it's just it's not the strongest wrestlers, female wrestlers that the WWE has. So the match is kind of drug. I mean, I dug the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn match. Logan Paul being there didn't make any sense whatsoever. I wish they would have given them a little bit more time. I mean, last year, Kevin Owens was just excited. He wanted to jump off the pirate ship at Raymond James. So I kind of expected something big to happen.
And no one jumped off the pirate ship, right?
Nobody jumped off the pirate ship.
See, lame.
Now, the Sheamus Riddle match, that match was awesome.
Yeah, it was a fun match with Sheamus picking up the United States Championship. And then Riddle, I don't know how it happened. He bit his lip or something. I mean, he was gushing blood at the end of that match.
Now, the finish saw Riddle doing a backflip from the top rope, and Sheamus caught him with the bro kick, the big boot. Slow motion wise, even that move looked damn impressive. It's one of those things that you go, we shouldn't practice this because I don't know if we'll ever be able to pull it off. But when they hit it in the moment, you're like, damn, it's just so impressive.
So there was an Intercontinental Championship match between Big E and Apollo Crews, and it was a Nigerian drum fight. Now, there was drums around the ring, but at no point was a drum brought into the fight. Like, no one was hit by a drum. No one played drums. Like, what the hell, man?
This was all playing into Apollo Crews' new character. I mean, there were moments in the match that were cool. Big E does that dive. He does the suicide dive where he, shoulder tackles the guy standing on the apron.
Yeah.
That's always crazy. And, I mean, that was one of the biggest bumps from that move I've seen him take and Apollo took. So, I mean, the match was okay. I think this is just the start of this feud. So sometimes you always think of WrestleMania as the ending point of the stories.
Sure.
I think this is the launching off point because now it allows Big E to chase Apollo Crews for the belt, and there's always more money in the chase. So I think you're going to see more from these guys, and it's going to get bigger and better as you go.
Yeah, and they brought back Dabo Cato, whatever that guy is, and the announce team tried to forget who he was.
That part was stupid.
Although we saw him 3 months ago. I don't know. It was stupid. Let's move on. The Raw Women's Championship, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. That was a snooze fest with Rhea Ripley picking that title up. I watched that entire match. Even my wife, who's not the biggest wrestling fan in the world, looks at me and goes, how is this still going on?
I don't get why the WWE can't book Asuka right. I mean, I think it made sense for her to lose the title last night, but anytime she gets on a big stage, Asuka's one of the best wrestlers on the planet. Rhea Ripley is fantastic, but they weren't given the opportunity just to go. And it was a slow match. I mean, maybe, once again, kind of like the Big E thing, it's the start of their feud. I don't know. I was disappointed in that match. It should have been a whole lot better. I don't blame them. I'm guessing that was just kind of the story they were told to tell.
My wife was talking about and pontificating more about if their boobs were real as opposed to the match itself. So that's how you know it was a real bummer match.
So the main event from night 2, I thought was great. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, came out with him along with Paul Heyman, defeated Edge and Daniel Bryan. I was kind of thinking Daniel Bryan was in there to take the pin for Edge so they could take the title off of Roman Reigns, but I think they got it right, man. You keep the title on Reigns, you keep him strong. He literally pinned both guys at the same time to end this match. This match was great.
It was a fun match for sure. I wouldn't consider it like one of the best matches ever, especially coming out of WrestleMania, but it was a fun match.
So night number 1, which I thought ended up being the better of 2 nights, started great. Bobby Lashley taking on Drew McIntyre. Once again, got this right. I mean, Drew had his run, and a lot of people talked. He didn't get his WrestleMania moment last year when he won the title because there was no crowd. So a lot of people thought he was just going to win so he can have his moments. But he didn't. He lost clean to the full Nelson. Bobby Lashley remains the champion and looks strong as hell. Lashley, they've never got him right when he was here previous. They're getting him right now. Keep the title on him, man. Let him run with it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way. And then night 1 also had that Women's Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match. We'll skip over that. That was garbage.
Please do.
Cesaro and Seth Rollins, probably one of my favorite matches from the weekend itself. Cesaro, kind of a low-level guy who never got like a big, shining light put on him. Finally gets a WrestleMania match, and boy, did he come through. He did like this spin-a-rooney type of thing with no hands, with Seth Rollins on top of his shoulders. That was worth the price of admission itself to the night. It was so damn impressive just physically. I've never seen that happen in a ring before.
Cesaro is drastically underrated. I hope the WWE now give him a nice push on the back of this win against Seth Rollins. AJ Styles and Omos defeated the New Day. I mean, this was just the build. Omos, the dude is 7'3", 7'4". He is a beast, a monster, and they treated him like that during the match.
Yeah, and he dressed up like, I don't know what you even consider his ring attire. He looked like he just wore his Sunday best, or actually his funeral best, because it was all black. Then the next match was actually probably one of my favorite matches from the weekend, honestly, and it was not because it had any good buzz going in about it. It actually turned out pretty well. Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman, steel cage match. The ending where Braun Strowman grabs his hand through the cage and drags Shane in after tearing the cage apart. Probably one of the cooler moments from WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think this match benefited from the fact that there really wasn't a lot of hype for it because people were not excited about it. The build going in sucked. Shane's great to be thrown off things, but I mean, at 50, 51 years old, I don't think people are like, I got to see another Shane match. So yeah, I agree. It was way better than I expected. I had a lot of fun with that match, and the dude took a huge bump. He got thrown off top of the cage.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. The next match was The Miz and John Morrison versus Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. People freaked out because Bad Bunny was not the absolute worst celebrity wrestler of all time, and then people started praising the match for the fact that he wasn't the worst, but I didn't think it was that great.
Well, I mean, for what it was, is it going to be a great, pure, straight-up wrestling match because of Bad Bunny? No. But did he hold his own? Yes. You could tell he took it serious. You could tell he respected it. He hit a Canadian destroyer on the outside. They called it the Bunny Destroyer. And he wrestled most of the match. I mean, he was in there more of it than Damian Priest was. So for what it was, yes, it was good. Was it a technical classic? No.
And let's wrap up night 1 with Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair whipped Sasha Banks so hard on the side that I felt like she cut her organs with a hair whip because Bianca Belair has like a ponytail that goes all the way down to her kneecap. So this thing was honestly a pretty solid match. One of my favorites from the weekend.
This was one of the best matches, I think, in WrestleMania, especially from the last few years. It was the first time two African-American wrestlers wrestled against each other in the history of WrestleMania. let alone main event a match or an event like this. It was an outstanding match. You could tell before they even started how emotional they were going in. I mean, Bianca Belair was crying before the match started because she knew what kind of special moment it was,
Sure.
and it lived up to it, man. It was great.
Yeah, it was a good match.
All right, coming up next, we're going to power rank our top 3 WrestleMania moments from the weekend. Here's the Offspring, Let the Bad Times Roll. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Rhett wants to know, did you wear the tights the entire weekend?
I did not.
The green
I did
tights from
not.
Friday that Cotter wore?
I did not.
Wow, that's sad, man.
I threatened to wear them to Debilation, but I thought it was best that I didn't because I didn't want to scare anybody away.
I do have a screenshot, like a full like head-to-toe screenshot of you in the green tights that someone passed along to me. So I do have that, and I did send it to a listener who was giving me crap on Friday. So
Give me crap, you get this.
Yeah, they started talking some mess to me, and I just sent them a picture of you. They were like, "That's too far, man." Rhett goes, "Bummer. Should have worn them."
There's always next year.
As long as you turned it up, you're like, maybe it's fixed now.
Dude, that's how it happened last time.
Yeah.
It fixed somehow. I don't know.
Everyone wish our phone lines worked. Maybe it's the wishing. Maybe it's the wishing part.
All right. So, yeah, I got my 3.
We're about 2 minutes from going back.
Yep.
So we'll just go, we'll flip-flop. We'll go 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
I think that's good.
Let's have you go very last then, so I'll start.
Okay. Cool.
Once again, guys, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Going to wrap up talking about our top 3 moments from WrestleMania. Here in the hour as well, we'll also do a little update on Torture Tuesday, which is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Here on the Cotter and Marshall Show. And then we'll do trivia. Our phone lines are unfortunately not working, so we'll probably just take each other on in some form of trivia. We will see if somehow we get the lines working prior to that. But honestly, at this point, it's getting so close within like 15 minutes, I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't see it happening, guys. Sorry. Our apologies.
I don't apologize for anything. I blame straight up Tim, the engineer. Tim's fault, not ours.
All right. Be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Of course, last weekend was WrestleMania weekend, and all in all, man, I thought it was a great weekend. Yes, there were some matches that weren't very good.
Mm-hmm.
You can always expect that, but as a whole, I enjoyed the weekend. I had a lot of fun watching WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really fun weekend. So let's go ahead and power rank our top 3 WrestleMania moments. Do you mind if I go first?
Go right ahead.
Here's my number 3 moment, and it's a tie. I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all.
I tied out. Coming in at number 3, WrestleMania moment from the weekend. Every time Hulk Hogan came out, they booed.
Yes,
that would be
did.
tied for number 3, and then also Slash tied for number 3 would be that because of the rain delay on Saturday, the wrestlers got to do impromptu interviews, and those interviews were actually pretty damn cool. It actually showed a lot of emotion. Like Drew McIntyre almost started crying because he was so absolutely just set for wrestling that night. And he was the very first match, and I think he was just mad because he wasn't able to go at that exact moment. So like he got like caught up with like in the moment. I thought like a tear was going to come down. So that is my number 3 WrestleMania moment from this past weekend.
Yeah, and that's those are good ones, man. I loved watching the impromptu promos. You could tell they weren't scripted, which WWE will overscript everything. So that did stand out. Number 3 for me, just the fact that a live crowd was back.
Okay.
I mean, I think they've covered things well with the Thunderdome, and they've made it, kind of given the feel of a live crowd. But having people in Raymond James Stadium, they're cheering, booing, having a good time, it made such a difference.
Hulk Hogan couldn't get booed if it wasn't for the audience.
That's true. He got viciously booed
every single time
rightfully
he came out.
so.
He came out in a pirate costume.
Right. But no, just the fact that the crowd's back, man, that was great to see.
Number 2 moment from this past WrestleMania weekend. I mentioned it already, but Cesaro doing the spinneroonie, like had Seth Rollins on the top of his shoulders, and then he started spinning him, and then like let gravity take place and like dropped his arm, so he was just like sitting on his shoulders while he was doing this whole, I call it spinneroonie, whatever you want to call it, spin thing. Very, very cool.
Number 2 for me is them finally getting Roman Reigns right. I mean, he was forced down the fans' throat for years, trying to be the ultimate baby face. Nobody was buying into it. Everybody booed him.
Yep. And it was because of the goatee. No one likes to do with the goatee.
And they still pushed him. But now that he is a bad guy, and I hope they keep him as a bad guy, and it makes sense having him beat both Edge and Daniel Bryan. Why strip him of everything they've given him over the past year? Let him be the tribal chief. Let him get booed. Let him pin both guys at the same time. It was ridiculous, yet awesome at the same time.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're finally getting this character right and people are buying into it, number 2.
All right, so my number 1 WrestleMania moment from the weekend, and we're power ranking our top 3 moments from the weekend, was that Braun Strowman moment. I mean, seriously, I thought it was so cool. So Shane McMahon jumped outside the cage. He was going down, and he stuck his hand through the cage to wave goodbye to Braun Strowman because he was calling him stupid and an idiot for the last week. Once again, like playground, children's stuff. The match was not supposed to be this fun, but it turned out to be really fun because Braun Strowman grabbed Shane McMahon's hand through the cage, which didn't allow Shane McMahon to drop to the floor and win the match. And then he tore the cage apart and brought Shane back in. Then he threw him like off the top of the cage. So cool.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where he ripped open the cage where it was so simple. You're like, how has this not been done before? But it was so awesome to see.
Yeah.
Number 1 for me is night 1's main event, the whole thing. Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair. The emotion at the beginning, the match itself was just nuts and awesome. It was 2 people doing amazing things and doing it well. The hair whip to Sasha Banks that left the welt on her stomach.
Yeah, that was, I didn't like it happened in the match. I'm like, oh, that won't leave a mark. And then it left this huge, like almost like she got cut, man.
Yeah, and then the emotion after the match. I thought it was a perfect way to end night 1. It could have been a perfect way to end the entire weekend. It was my favorite match of the weekend.
Damn.
Hats off to both Sasha and Bianca. It was just utterly amazing. I thought it was a good weekend. It was a lot of fun with WrestleMania. All right, coming up next, we got to talk Torture Tuesday. It goes down tomorrow. If you don't know what's happening to me, stick around because it's going to suck for me. It'll be great for you.
Yeah.
Details on the way. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Juana says, since the lines are down, that's a win for the listeners. Cotter and I will each add 0.1 losses to our total. How about that? We give that to you guys. I agree. But that's unofficial. We won't actually add that. But we will say that. Someone go ahead and just confirm that on the record for the show. As you guys know, just write verbal agreement, and then we'll all agree that that's 0.1 losses added to our official total, but unofficially added because that would be too much work.
Yes.
As Gibby says, verbal agreement. Exactly. Want to thank you for nailing that down. So technically, Cotter and I, men of honor, we've went ahead and officially. Cotter, are you okay with this?
I'm good with it.
Okay, verbal agreement. We're adding 0.1 losses to our win-loss totals for both of us for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? Thank you, Wanda. Yeah, so this week we have Torture Tuesday. Mac will be back with Chicks on Dudes, epic segment from last week.
Yeah.
The video's done, been up for a little while. I just haven't shared it on social media yet, just because the weekend we were so busy doing stuff. So go ahead and I'll share that sometime this week. Point one losers, says Red. And then let's see, on Friday we have Stephanie Alt in from Scofflaw Brewing. I got a chance to meet her out at the Draft in Berwick. I was out there hosting trivia one night, and she just happened to be there, and I got to a great conversation with her. She is a spitfire, full of energy. She's going to be so great on the radio, and she'll be in this coming Friday with some Scofflaw brews for us. That's her.
Yeah, it's like the name sounds really familiar. Oh, I know her. Yeah.
She's been in the market for a while.
Oh, yeah. No, I know her. Yeah. Cool. Like that name, I know that person. So cool.
Kudos to you for not forgetting that person.
Thank you.
Big time forget guy. That should be on a shirt. Big time forget guy.
All right, cool.
So I'm waiting for one more graphics package from our artist guy who does our graphics and stuff for us, and then I'm shifting over the request for El Lubricato. He's been very busy of late, so I've been holding on to that request because it's not exactly pertinent to the show. But we'll be getting some logo done with El Lubricato very soon.
That's funny.
Sean goes, guess who woke up 30 minutes late? Good morning, boys.
What's
How was
up,
the
man?
weekend? Weekend was good, man.
Yeah.
Grand opening of Debilation Brewing Company down in Richmond Hill on Friday. We both watched a lot of Wrestlemania. Did you stay up and watch the whole fight?
No, I watched the main event this morning when I got in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I tried to. I didn't make it all the way through the Asuka Ripley match,
I probably would have fallen asleep there too.
and
call.
then
Good call.
I watched the main event when I got in this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to, couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was good, man. I slept in. Damn, I slept until like almost 10 o'clock on Sunday, which is unheard of. But also helps when like no one's home.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, no, I was up around 8-ish both days.
Mhm.
This is, way better than normal, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Did not watch Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, I watched it. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the series as a whole has been just kind of okay.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from everybody. It's not the water cooler topic like WandaVision was.
Yeah, WandaVision just had like a lot of intrigue around it. This one is kind of just like, I don't know, there's not a lot of marvelly held questions. It's just mostly just kind of plotting forward as opposed to, keeping us on the edge of our seats every single week.
Yeah.
I think the Loki series, once that begins in June, I think that's going to be received a lot better than this.
Agreed.
So no drive to Ohio, car breakdown again. Rhett wants to know.
So I took my car in last week, and I took it back in Thursday night because the check engine light came back on. So then Friday, I knew I wouldn't be leaving at 10 if I left, and then got home. Wife and I talked about it, and we're like, look, if we need to, we'll just fly my kid home. So Friday, I picked up the car, and the guy was like, look, man, the check engine light just keeps coming back on. I can try to turn it off and restart it and see what happens. So he reset it, went off. 5 minutes later, it came back on. So I said, screw it, I don't feel good enough driving it. So the kid flies home Tuesday, so I did not have to go to Ohio. And but good news, my check engine light, after driving it around over the weekend, went off. So I'm just going to hope for the best. Because the guy said if it burned off some oil in the solenoid or whatever it is, he said it could turn back off.
Oh, that's
So
good.
he didn't seem it was weird. I don't know. If anybody's a car person, they're going, yeah, you're a dumbass. Don't do that. Tell me, and that's fine. But no. So it seems to be okay for the time being. All right, I got Weezer and Hash Pipe. After that, I'm going to talk Torture Tuesday.
So Gardner Minshew, who is the quarterback for the Jags currently until Trevor Lawrence gets drafted number 1 here at the end of the month. Man, that's coming up quick. That's actually like 2 weeks. We're 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. Gardner Minshew has I mean, he's gone full Billy Ray Cyrus. He has the best mullet right
Yeah.
now. It is incredible. It is just an outstanding mullet right now. I mean, he still's got the mustache. He took pictures. Here, I'll show it to you, Cotter.
Holy crap.
Outstanding, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be one of three things: an NFL quarterback, country singer, or a porn star from the 80s.
So he's got some career moves to make because he definitely won't be the starting quarterback for the Jags. Here, let me.
That's pretty amazing.
I'm gonna find the link and shoot it to you guys so you guys can check it out on the chat. Actually, if you just Google Gardner Minshew mullet, it's the first thing that pops up. I'm just gonna send you guys to Google Images. So,
All right, we got about 90 seconds.
That was an egregiously long link. Sorry about that. But anyway, check that link out. That's to Gardner Minshew's new mullet, which he just debuted over the weekend.
It's pretty stellar. It's pretty stellar.
It is outstanding. It's better than stellar. Should be on the Mount Rushmore of mullets. Well, that's a good one. We should do Mount Rushmore
we should
of
totally
mullets.
do that.
We should start writing a list of Mount Rushmore stuff, speaking of.
Okay.
I think we'll do that starting in, what we talk about, June or July?
I think so, yeah.
Do 3 months of it.
Oh, damn.
It's a very chill Monday, man.
It is, man.
So chill. All right.
So for trivia, we got 30 seconds. But for trivia, do we both want to do one, and we can do each one once per break?
Yeah, we do that.
Okay.
That mullet. Whoa. I know, right? That thing is outstanding.
Yeah, he's not playing around. All right, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Now, if you haven't done the stream thing, tomorrow, Torture Tuesday, it's why the stream exists.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it so worth it. You can check it out, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. So tomorrow's Torture Tuesday, I mean, outside of the ones we did a few years ago where we would, like, leave the radio station and film them, on location.
Right.
This is probably the most involved Torture Tuesday we've done.
Yeah, there's a bunch of moving pieces for tomorrow, but it should be pretty exciting. So Cotter lost the Cotter and Marshall Madness bracket challenge bet that we had. So essentially, whoever did better in one bracket, NCAA men's tournament bracket challenge, would not have to face Torture Tuesday. I did better by 1 point.
Damn it.
Yeah, it was very, very close. So Cotter lost the bet. He is facing Torture Tuesday tomorrow. So we have a little Nerf hoop that kind of hangs on the door. And Cotter's going to take 10 shots blindfolded tomorrow. If he makes a basket, he does not have to face a torture. But if he misses, and he's shooting blindfolded
10 times.
10 times, he's probably going to at least miss a couple.
10.
I say you make at least 2 tomorrow.
You think so?
Well, sorry, 1. I'll give you an opportunity to make at least 1. You have to face 1 of 3 tortures. And Cotter, I'm going to let you describe them because I think you'll start getting nervous and more nervous while breaking them down.
All right. The first 2 are things I've experienced, so I understand what I'm getting into, and that is hot peppers. So you're going to have several different hot peppers. I don't know what they will be, but if I miss a shot, someone is just going to basically shove a hot pepper down my gullet.
Yeah, I'm going to run to the store today, and I will be the gullet enforcer tomorrow. So, yeah, I will make sure that you have a variety. I'd hate to just give you 1.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Voodoo Jack will be in studio, the masked luchador of CEW. He will be swinging a kendo stick some of the times when I missed. And obviously, we did a kendo stick Torture Tuesday a few years back where everybody in the office got hit me with a kendo stick. I hit Voodoo Jack pretty hard.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Like, how hard do you think you hit him this past Thursday?
I will. How about this? On a scale of 1 to 10, on how hard I've swung a kendo stick in the past, it was a 10. It was the hardest I've swung a kendo stick before. So he's probably going to seek some sort of revenge.
Revenge is a kind word. He wants to beat your ass.
So those are the two things that I've experienced. So I kind of know what to expect.
Sure.
The third one is the wild card for me, and that is the electric shock dog collar. You did this a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
It was funny. Oh, it was so good on this end.
You died laughing. Like you after the show, Cotter looked at me and he goes, "Dude, that was the hardest I've laughed in months."
It was fantastic. But one of the things that I just always said I will never do is get shocked. So I know that's going to change on Tuesday because I'm getting shocked. And I'm not at all looking forward to it.
Well, and here's the thing tomorrow, too. I mean, 10 baskets, that's going to take a while. So we're probably going to spread it over, at least a couple on-air breaks. So the torture will last for a good 15 to 20 minutes on air. Yeah, no, I expect it to go. I bet it's between 9 and 9:30. I bet it goes almost a half an hour with everything going on. So, yeah, it's like I've accepted it. It's fine. It's going to happen. I'm not, like freaking out that it's going to happen. But I'm not looking forward to the fact that it's going to happen. So 9 a.m. tomorrow, Torture Tuesday, our NCAA March Madness bet finally comes to fruition with this torture. Cotter's facing it. I'm excited. I know all you guys are too. So be sure to check out the stream. Watch it live tomorrow morning at 9, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Coming up next, we are going to play Are You Smarter Than the Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Unfortunately, we've got phone issues this morning, so Marshall and I will take each other on in a round of trivia. That's coming up next. Here's Falling in Reverse, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Sean goes, I watched Pool Hall Junkies this weekend.
Oh,
Oldie
dude.
but a goodie. Man, I love that movie.
That is such a good movie.
Voodoo Jack may not let you get shocked, if we're being honest. Well, the good news is I am the one who is distributing which torture is going to happen. So I've already preliminary marked out all 10 shots just in case. I want to spread them. I want to even them out. But obviously, I want to make
sure the mood hits you.
Well, yeah. But I want to make sure, within the first 5, I have at least one pepper in there, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Because I don't want to, do rounds 8, 9, and 10. If you miss all your shots, pepper, pepper, pepper. I want to make sure it's spread out. I want to make sure that your tortures are evenly distributed.
Now, if I make a basket, are you going to move that torture to the next one, or
I'm just going to cross it out.
I'm going to cross it out.
Well, depending on which one it is. Right. If it's a shock, then I'll probably move it.
I get that.
But currently, yeah. So tomorrow, one of the tortures is the dog shock collar. I do have it charging currently right behind Cotter.
Yeah. I didn't unplug it 3 hours ago. It's fine. No worries.
And the remote control. No, I can see the light on over there. So that should be set for Cotter tomorrow. Have you heard anything from Tim?
No. I need to check the equipment for Thursday. Who wants to go first?
I went first on WrestleMania moments, so we'll let you go first on trivia. How about that?
Okay, so you'll ask me first?
So I will ask you first,
perfect.
Yes. As you know, I'm about fairness.
All right, in just over a minute, we're each just going to play some trivia against each other since that's what it sounds like, guys. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's it's bad. I don't know what's going on with the phones today. They worked fine on Friday. We took calls. It sounded good.
I don't get it, man. Yeah, Vic called in on time today, too. On time today for the call-in topic, and they didn't quite make – well, I guess one of them was a legit celebrity. One of them wasn't. But both good. We could have played that call back, but no.
We'll share them. One was Pinocchio.
You always knew if they're going to lie.
Yeah, with the whole nose thing. And then one was Jim Carrey because if he was talking out of his ass, he would literally talk out of his ass.
Yeah.
It was a very funny call.
Right.
We definitely would have played it back on the air. Just too bad our phones weren't working. Also, just glad to see Vic's alive. Like, sometimes I wonder.
Always got to check. It's always nice to get the check-in.
Yeah. Red is on fire today. Since Tim I'll Fix It hasn't done his job yet. Oof.
All right, guys, be right back. It's getting harsh, getting ugly toward Tim. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget, you can listen on the stream. You can also check us out with the in-home smart speaker. You can download the app for free and at rock1061.com. All right, unfortunately, guys, we are having some issues with our phone this morning, so we can't take calls for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort. So instead, Marshall and I will take each other on with our questions. Obviously, we won't be asking each other the same questions, but we'll go head-to-head in some trivia.
Absolutely. So let's just go ahead and get started, if you don't mind. As you guys know, Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery up in Beaufort. We ask each other, or most time you guys, 7 questions in 60 seconds. If you guys called in, which you don't because the phone lines don't work at the very moment, you would obviously have your chance at winning something, but we don't have that opportunity for you today. So let's go ahead and get Cotter going to see how well and how smart he is on this Monday. Cotter, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Your time will begin after I ask the first question. Sting was the lead singer of which popular band?
Police.
Correct. What historic theater district is located in New York?
Broadway.
Correct. What U.S. state's name is derived from the Spanish words for mountainous?
Montana.
Correct.
Oh,
and it's too easy of a game. How many stones make up each of Stonehenge's trillathons? 3, 4, or 6?
3.
Correct. According to Russian law, a homeless person must be where after 10 p.m.?
Pass.
Which element is third on the periodic table? Is it sodium, lithium, or helium?
I have no idea. Helium.
Incorrect. What former Major League Baseballer is poised to purchase the Minnesota Timberwolves?
A-Rod.
Correct. Going back to the one that you skipped, according to Russian law, a homeless person must be where after 10 p.m.?
A shelter.
Incorrect. You got 5 out of 7 today.
Okay. Why do I do well when I'm not going head-to-head against somebody?
Because you're not feeling the pressure
Maybe that's it.
Of someone on the other line. Just go over the questions that you did miss. According to Russian law, a homeless person must be where after 10 p.m.? At home. At home. I know, but also just think about it. It's Russia.
We can okay, yeah, sure, okay.
And then which element is third on the periodic table? Lithium. So choice number 2 was the correct answer.
All right, there you go. All right, coming back, I'm going to give Marshall his round of trivia. We'll see who does better today. It is Are You Smarter Than the Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard. Coming back, another round of trivia. Rock 1061.
I think the Russian homeless person could purchase the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hashtag trash.
We'll come right out of it. Yeah, we'll come right out of it.
Okay. Yeah, Anthony Edwards, though, the number 1 pick for the Timberwolves, seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Battle of the Dropouts. Let's get ready to stumble. I love that, Sean. That's awesome. Yeah, according to Russian law, homeless people have to be at home after 10 p.m.
That is the weirdest law.
That was a random question that showed up on this site I used to help do questions. So yeah, that was a weird one.
Coming up after 9 o'clock, we're going to talk Willie Nelson, which is kind of funny. Going to give you another update on the Axis for Life. We've got the drunk line. We've got another question posed to us.
Yeah.
Our 2 best attributes is the question.
So, Jesus.
So we got the drunk line. Thank you to the people who called in. We got 2 good. We'll play both calls today. We got 2 calls. They're both pretty good. And then we'll wrap the show with Marshall's Music News.
Let's see. Sean goes, I don't follow the NBA, but I have a friend that is a huge T-Wolves fan, and he is always bitching about them. LOL. Gibby says, I really enjoy the Illegals live stream. Thanks again for that. Yeah, no problem, man. Glad you enjoyed that. I didn't get a chance to see it myself, but actually it was really nice. We had someone tag us on like Instagram, thanking us for
cool.
for the Illegals live. Yeah, Saturday I was, after the show, I just went home, hung out, did a bunch of work, took a nap, and then I got ready and went straight to Devilation Brewing Company. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Friday I did not nap. So when I got home after Devilation, it was like bedtime. And then yesterday was nice because I didn't have to write trivia this weekend. Because I punned it off onto Jake thinking I was going to Ohio, but he didn't want that didn't happen. I'm like, yeah, can you still do that? So Sunday, did some show stuff. And then I just kind of chilled out. It was really, really nice. Really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. And, of course, anyone who won maybe the corn live stream stuff, just know that we don't get those codes until about 2 days out from the live stream. So if you did win those, we will email you. We have everyone's information. We'll email you that stuff, just in case you're wondering. Hey, that Willie Nelson story, I think I missed it because I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Oh, wait. Maybe I... Oh, here we go. That's why. I put it in there and I never actually sent it because when I found it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, usually every morning you send me a new one.
Yeah. I just, for some reason, didn't send it.
Yeah, and I remember looking at the breakdown yesterday, and I don't remember that being on there. So I freaked out for a second, but I didn't see anything until I absolutely checked.
There you go.
Cool.
Yep, it was there. For some reason, just didn't send it.
I do that shit all the time, man. I'll
Yep.
write emails, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, I did all that time, write a very concise, bullet-pointed email, and then it's nowhere in there. I'm sure that's coming through. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about getting breakfast this morning.
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking about possibly doing that burrito. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. I kind of want it, but it's a massive burrito.
It is such a massive... I ate mine the next day, and it was delicious.
Let's see. High holidays. Oh, my gosh. What?
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. It's Willie Nelson being really high and thinking this was a good idea.
Well, that sounds like a fun thing.
Got about 45 seconds.
Have either of you checked out Solar Opposites on Hulu? No, I haven't, but I've actually been wanting to. It's
don't even know
Justin
what that is.
Roiland from Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He did it. This is like his side project
Yep.
on Hulu.
I have not.
Just a heads up on if you're talking about animated stuff. My wife doesn't like animated stuff, so I have to watch it on my own time. Invincible, which is the creator of The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman. His other comic that was very popular was called Invincible.
Right.
It's great. It's an animated series on Amazon Prime. The
Oh,
first 5 episodes are out. It's really good. It's gory. It's
cool.
It's fun. It's
All
a
right.
lot of fun.
All right, be right back, guys. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. So, unfortunately, having some phone issues this morning, so we still are playing Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. We're just taking each other on. I went first. What, I get 5 out of 7?
Yeah, 5 out of 7. No big deal.
Always do well when I'm not playing anybody. Maybe it's because of no pressure, but whatever. So Marshall is going to go now. 7 questions in 60 seconds. Let me get my clock ready. All right, man. Are you ready?
Sure.
Time's going to start after I finish question number 1. Dead or alive, John Schneider, Bo Duke from the original Dukes of Hazzard.
Live?
That is correct.
Nice.
What is the capital of Spain?
Madrid.
That is also correct.
Nice. Yes.
What NBA player has the most regular season MVP awards?
Regular season MVP awards. LeBron or Michael? I don't know. Michael Jordan?
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Which video game came first, Tomb Raider or Grand Theft Auto?
I would want to say technically Grand Theft Auto.
Incorrect.
Oh.
In 2012, Colorado and what other state were the first two to make weed legal?
Washington, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
What year? Multiple choice.
Not a drug guy.
Multiple choice. What year did Pearl Jam release their debut album 10? 1990, 1991, 1992.
Damn it. 91.
That is correct.
Nice.
Final question. What's the name of SpongeBob's starfish friend?
Patrick?
That is correct. All right, that's 5 out of 7.
Okay, we tied. That's a tie.
We totally tied today, so
Yeah.
there you go. The two questions you got wrong. The NBA player with the most regular season MVP awards.
Larry Bird.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh.
He's got 6.
Yep.
And then Tomb Raider was released in 1996. Grand Theft Auto came out in 1997.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Damn.
So close. All right, hopefully your phones will be fixed tomorrow.
They will be.
They will be.
Yeah.
When we get back to Are You Smarter Than the Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Your chance to call in and play tomorrow at 8:30. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Sean goes, I have to check out Invincible if I can get my Amazon Prime to work on my stupid smart TV. True. Yep. Yeah, definitely check out Invincible. It's super cool. Gibby said, where's Tim? That is a great question. There's Oh, he's dealing with something else? Okay. Yeah.
There's text going back and forth that,
Okay.
flying here over the past half an hour.
There's a lot of Tim hate on the show right now, and just so you know, we get it. We get it. We're not going to say you should keep doing it, but we're not going to stop you. Wanda goes, whoa, I only had 2 wrong. Yeah, me too. And then Sean goes, I love that you said it like SpongeBob would have said it. Hilarious. Patrick? That was not on purpose. I have fun fact. I have never seen an episode of SpongeBob.
Really?
SquarePants. Not once.
You seem like not somebody that would sit there and just watch it all the time, but it seems like something you would have caught.
I think if I ate a lot more edibles, which in the future hopefully that is a thing, I would probably sit down and watch a lot of SpongeBob.
It's funny.
Yeah. I've actually I've seen clips, but I've never seen a full episode to my knowledge.
Yeah, it's fun. The movie that they filmed in Savannah, I watched just because of it was filmed in Savannah. Not
Sure.
good. That was.
That was a live action thing, though, right?
Yeah, they did the cross with because it was
David Hasselhoff.
Antonio Banderas
Oh, good lord.
was in it, I believe.
They're doing a new SpongeBob movie that's like all 3D looking. It's not animated.
Yeah,
so. Wanda, I hate SpongeBob. Damn. Bless me. Sorry.
All right, so drunk line is coming up after 9. Let's just say there's beatboxing involved.
Oh, yeah.
There's another drunk random question.
Gibby, never seen on the doctor's office TV or the DMV waiting rooms. No. Thank you, Gibby. Thank you for blessing me. No, I've seen let's say I've watched SpongeBob for a stretch of 5 minutes.
Yeah,
multiple times, but I've never seen a full episode.
That show has been on over 2 decades.
Really?
Yeah.
No
Started
way.
in 99. Now, I think it's done. I think from a TV show standpoint, I don't think they're making more new TV shows. But it was 1999 when it started.
Why would they ever stop?
I don't know.
Let's see. People also ask, is SpongeBob still going in 2020? The 2021 broadcast lineup for the network was recently released and includes several new spin-off series. The majority of SpongeBob's original voice cast will be returning for the series, including
Oh, that's good.
Tom Kenny as SpongeBob, Bill Fagerbake as Patrick. What a name.
That is Dauber from, I probably don't remember Coach TV show in the 80s,
Oh,
90s.
I do, yeah.
It's Dauber. It's the blonde-haired kind of,
I watched
not bright guy.
I watched Coach a lot.
Yeah, that's him.
And Roger Bumpus as Squidward. Wow, the cast names are as great as the character names.
And one of the prison guards in Shawshank Redemption, one of the a-hole prison guards, the leader, he's Mr. Crab.
Oh, really?
I think that's
the dude who didn't put the sponge on top of what's his face's head.
No, that's Green Mile.
Oh, God, okay.
Shawshank, the one that was up when they were.
Oh, Tom Clancy. Not Tom Clancy. Damn it. What's his name?
I don't know, but I think he's Mr. Crab.
Yeah,
I think.
I know who you're talking about. Interesting. Now I'm falling down. Here's the rabbit hole, guys. When is the next SpongeBob movie coming out? March 4th. No, it didn't. Paramount Plus announced that SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run and the prequel television series Camp Coral SpongeBob's Underyears will both premiere on the new streaming service when it launches on March 4th. Oh, they're already out.
There you go. It's because it's on Paramount Plus. Don't have that one.
Yeah, it's all like that 3D animated
Yeah.
looking. It's not the cartoony stuff that
Sure.
that we're used to. Interesting. All right, maybe I'll be a SpongeBob guy.
I can see where edibles would really come into play in furthering enjoyment of that show.
Clancy Brown. That's not Tom Clancy. See, I got half it right. Thank you, Red. Clancy Brown, the voice of Mr. Krabs. Yeah, I think if two things happened here in Georgia, I may stay here forever. All right? Thing number one, I need gambling.
Yeah.
Thing number two, I need edibles. Maybe they'll correlate too well together, and I'll be kicked out of the state, quite like in all the bars and concerts I've been kicked out of.
I think the government will pass it on a federal level before the state of Georgia would pass it. Now the question would be,
well, states would have to adopt it, I think. Right?
Well, that would be my question. Can states, if it's legal in the federal level, and I mean I'm sorry, I slept during any sort of classes in high school or college about this. Can states still make it illegal?
Probably.
Or can they supersede it? So I don't know. I don't know.
Can states not make things fun? Yes.
Civics, that's the class. I don't even know the name of it. I slept through it so much.
Gibby, please don't be a SpongeBob guy. And Gibby says states can still prohibit it. So maybe there's that.
I think if they make it legal on a national level, I would still see certain states that would be like, nope, we're good.
Marshall, have you tried Delta 8? No, but I know what you're talking about. Rex goes, need funding for the weed addiction. Gambling is the answer. See?
Gambling is always the answer.
Could you imagine the emotional ride every single week I would be on?
Dear
Like, dude,
God.
I got it. The Braves have got to win today, or I'm not getting high this weekend. Like, how much fun would that be, guys?
We just have a weekly feature,
Yeah.
Marshall's gambling addiction or Marshall's gambling struggle of the week.
And it'll be brought to you by the Gambling Addiction Hotline. Like, it'll all weave in.
All tie in together.
Our show would be 1,000% better if they just made weed and gambling legal in the state. If they make it legal in South Carolina first, I'm moving across the state line. There's the old Club Karma, which is now, I don't remember. Whatever the name of the new strip club is, I'm just going to move in there. It's a very large facility.
I'm sure there's space. There's got to be space.
Yo, can Marshall stay here for a while? Yeah, I guess. So Delta 8 is a tetrahydrocannabinol.
What the hell?
It's a psychoactive cannabinoid found in the cannabis plant. So, yeah, like Delta 8 can be sold, I think, somehow legally. Is Delta 8 federally legal? Under the federal 2008 Farm Bill, all hemp-derived cannabinoids, including all Delta 8 THC derived from hemp, fall within the definition of hemp, which is no longer a controlled substance federally and can be legally produced and sold. So, yeah, like you can order Delta 8 online.
Okay.
And then you can actually, like, use it to – it was a mouthful, Gibby. And you can actually, like, you can make edibles with it. It's like comes in as, like, a liquid form. So you can, like, put it in brownies and shit. Like, do whatever.
Nice.
Some people love it. Yeah, words are hard, Gibby. So that was quite the mouthful.
All right. So we got about 4-ish minutes. Or, I'm sorry, 5-ish minutes. Got New Seether and then Puddle of Mud. Then
Bruised and Bloodied, right?
Yep. And then we'll talk Willie Nelson and the High Holidays.
Yeah, in music news today, we have 3 stories. One from Slipknot. They did a side project during an album way back in 2008 that's always been kind of talked about, but Clown has now confirmed it. And we don't know if it'll ever come out.
When? Who do you want to go first? What story?
Let's see. I have a Metallica story that's kind of just a small update. It's not a big time story. And then we have a Queen story. So, I mean, I don't know. I would say Queen or Slipknot first.
Let's do Slipknot.
Sure. You said we have a few minutes. I'm going to run to restroom quick, and I'll let you
Cool. All right, guys. Final hour of the show. It's flown by, man. It's flown by. It's crazy how quick it does go by each and every morning, man. But that's good. That's good. It means it's fun. It's not dragging. All right, we got one more song, Puddle of Mud Control. And then we'll come in and talk about Willie Nelson wrote a letter to the president about the high holidays. So we'll discuss that. We got the drunk line coming up, so we'll play a couple drunk calls. And then, wrap it up with Marshall's Music News. Come back tomorrow with Torture Tuesday. Check it out at 9 o'clock. It's going to be a cluster. I think that is the best way to describe what Torture Tuesday will be tomorrow. There's not a lot of room here where I'm sitting to run the board. For Voodoo Jack to hit me with a kendo stick, so I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. I don't know what to expect other than a cluster tomorrow, but I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be highly entertaining. It is the most involved Torture Tuesday, I think in-studio involved Torture Tuesday we have ever done. I think it's just going to be fun to watch, and I'm going to hate every minute of it. So you're welcome, I guess. I don't know, but it should be entertaining for everyone but me. So there you go. I got that going for me. And then Marshall has the Death Nut version 3. He ordered those, got those in. I saw those when I was over at his house Saturday for WrestleMania. So we'll be doing that here soon, too. So, yeah, we got all kinds of misery to be in for you guys. That's funny. All right, so about 2.5 minutes. I got the new Pop Evil Breathe Again coming up in a bit. Here. All right. That's all good. 2 minutes to go. We're going to talk about the Urban Forest Axe House promotion we're doing and how you guys can win axes for life. Sign up now on the Rock 1061 Facebook page. There's a post pinned to the top. Just write which team you'd like to be on, either Team Cotter or Team Marshall. $90 seconds.
Well, I've got terrible news.
What's that?
Our boss has gone into the bathroom.
Ah, dear God.
Our boss doesn't know the definition of not being able to blow up a bathroom, so I tried to go use the restroom before we went back on the air, and that's just not happening.
Oh, he was already in?
Yeah.
Ah, dear Lord.
I literally walked down the hallway, and I went, and then Mike starts laughing, our third favorite sales manager, and he goes, yeah, you're not going to want to go in there for a while. I'm like, great. Great.
I mean, I get it. He's got to drive to get here, but get up 45 minutes early, do it at home before you get here. Come on, man. Take one for the team.
Just go over to the massage place. We got rid of half our building, and now the other half is now a massage place. And you just go over there.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's multiple times a day, man. It's not even just like that one good morning poop. It's multiple.
He has either the worst diet or just he has some sort of digestive gastric issue that he has not told us, nor do we ever want to know about it.
I don't.
That's his own business.
Yes.
But good Lord. Wanda says Einstein Brother Bagels have amazing sandwiches. Just FYI, they do.
I've never been to Einstein Brothers.
Einstein. There was a couple locations right by my old radio station. We should check it out.
All right, guys. Right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen on your in-home smart speaker. You can download the app for free or get us on the website, rock1061.com. Now, Willie Nelson, an icon, national treasure,
Yeah, absolutely.
wrote a letter to President Biden asking him to make the high holidays an official national holiday. He's also got a petition going at change.org. Now, the high holidays fall from April 20th, of course, 420, and they end on April 29th, which is Willie's birthday.
Right.
Dude's going to be 88, by the way.
This sounds like more of it's just like an ego stroke for him as opposed to an actual real thing.
Well, there is a reason he's bringing this up now. He's got his first annual cannabis convention. It's a virtual event called Lux Summit, Planting the Seed, and it's going down April 26th through the 29th. So, I mean, Willie's a smart businessman. He just needs to pimp his own stuff. That's what he's doing.
He's just trying to get some eyeballs on his Lux Summit thing. So I actually went to go to the change.org petition signing thing. Only 1,700 people have signed this thing.
Well, I mean, he's talking to a bunch of stoners. They're like, I'll get to it later, man. It's fine. Don't you think you just push to get it legalized first? I mean, the national holiday thing is cool, but how about you just make it legal?
Well, I think President Biden has actually talked about doing that already. So I do hope they make the push for that because, like I was saying, I need edibles more in my life. And I would much rather go to the store and purchase it legally than buying it from some of the unsavory characters that I know here in the area.
Now, if you're interested in Willie's Lux Summit, it's going to be hosted by Nathaniel Rateliff. There'll be performances, cooking demonstrations, comedy routines, and other weed-related stuff, and you can get your tickets for just $10. It is a virtual event, but that money will benefit something called the Head Count Cannabis Voter Project, which is obviously a pro-cannabis organization. But, I mean, come on. If Willie's going to do this, like I said, make it legal first. That's what you need to push.
Yeah, I mean, that should be the most important thing here. Once again, I think President Biden has already been talking about making it, legal. So, let's just do that. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right, we got details about axe throwing for life. And yes, the drunk line is back. It's coming up after Pop Evil. Here's Breathe Again, Rock 1061.
Our boss in the middle of that break comes to the window and waves at me. So I don't know if he was saying that I could go into the bathroom now, but I will not be falling into that.
No.
Gibby goes, get some poopery. Isn't it the spray before you go? It is, but he would never use it.
No. I think this is a way for him to assert dominance over the building. It's just him going in. It's like, yeah, this is me.
Yeah, I just touch my ball sack to everything. No one knows about it, though. It's just my
own. Is that what the issue with the phone is? You came in.
It's my own personal dominance.
You came in, you fed half-a, and you just put your nuts on everything.
Yeah. Yep. I started with the fish, and I left with the doorknob. Every Sunday, it's a nice little ritual. Yeah. And if anyone says anything, I'm like, dude, I just come to work on Sunday sometimes.
Yeah, I get it.
Committed to the process. All right. Yeah, master procrastinators, those high guys, without a doubt. Too busy getting high, or thinking about getting high, or what to eat after getting high. Well, thanks for hanging out with us this Monday. Gibby goes, I'm going to put my nutsack on her drum set. It's true. I've seen it happen in a movie once. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Marshall's Music News, and then just a little update for Access for Life, and then we're going to play back your drunk line and voicemails here in just a moment. That wraps up the show today. Tomorrow, what's on the show? What is on the show?
A Torture Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. We have something else on Tuesdays as well. Oh, Due to the Week Deathmatch.
Yes. We got Tales from the Bar. Is that Tuesday?
That's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah. Tales from the Bar this week. We had a special guest, Tiffany, in from Congress Street Up, which is the speakeasy that's on top of the Prohibition Museum. She came in and told us an outstanding story. I actually ran into Jason from Congress Street Up while I was playing football on Saturday. We're going to get him to come in and record a story as well. And I think the guys from a podcast locally called Behind the Barcast, will be coming in tomorrow. We played phone tag over the weekend, so I'm going to try calling him again here in a little bit. Y'all have an amazing day. Talk to y'all tomorrow from home. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Happy Monday. Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Last Friday, we made the announcement. We're giving away axe throwing for life. We've teamed up with Urban Forest Axe House, the latest axe throwing place downtown Savannah.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. Mostly because you and I are taking on each other. We are creating teams to go against one another in an NCAA bracket-style tournament. And one winner is walking away with axe throwing for life.
Now, if you wanted to take part and want to be on Team Cotter or Team Marshall, all you got to do is go to the Rock 1061 Facebook page. There's a post pinned to the top. Let us know which team you want to be on and why. And I have an issue with somebody named Andrew. He said he wanted to join Team Marshall, which I'm fine with. You want to join Team Marshall?
Right.
No issue. I'm not sure Old Man Cotter can lift an axe. What the hell, man?
Yes.
I don't like you know what? I can lift an axe, and surprisingly, I'm pretty damn good.
So you keep talking about how good you are, but I've only seen you throw axes once. Do you go practice in your spare time?
Maybe. You don't need to know.
No, that sounds legit.
No, I don't get the axes in my spare time. But no, I don't suck at it. So you can all kiss my ass.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I go axe throwing at least probably about once a month.
I watched you, and you couldn't even get one stuck in the boards.
I was having a tough time that day. Okay?
I know, and you're going to have a tough time on May 1st when we're going head-to-head, and you're going to lose.
Okay, all right.
That's all I'm saying.
Just so you know, Torture Tuesdays tomorrow. I just want to remind you about that, pal. Every word you say, remember that.
So if you want to join Team Marshall or Team Cotter, just go to the Facebook page now. That post is pinned to the top. Let us know. Starting this week, we'll be putting our teams together. Now, every Monday at 9:15, we've got the drunk line. So whenever you're out drinking over the weekend or throughout the week and you had a few too many, give us a call, 800-394-1061, and be sure to leave us a message on the drunk line. And this is a first, Marshall, because we've got drunk line beatboxing.
Nice. Play you.
I don't know.
Oh, this dude was at Debilation Brewing Company. Oh man, that sounded very spitty.
At the end, it's probably the wife going, "What are you doing? Stop embarrassing me."
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks to that guy for calling it to the drunk line.
All right, we had another good call, and like last time, they pose a question for us, which I enjoy.
Two most best attributes. Circle, go.
Mine are eyelashes and my laugh.
Eyelashes.
I have really great legs for an old lady, and I have this sneakiest sense of humor.
Annie, you're not old. I have very strong muscular legs and beautiful blue eyes. You're still beautiful.
I am tenacious, and I can consume large amounts of Jaeger.
Good for his.
I can drink a lot of Jameson.
Wow.
Guys, what are your two best attributes? Let us know. Thank you.
There's so many great attributes from people.
I know, those are great.
My number one best attribute is I am prolific at texting Tim, the engineer, who just showed up. He just showed up outside the window. Our phones are still down. I am prolific at hitting up Tim in mere seconds with whatever the issue is, usually in great definition and detail. So
That's
I would
true.
say that's one. And then number two, my beautiful eyes. I would
Okay.
say, yes, my beautiful blue eyes.
I'm going to go legs.
Ugh.
And don't even start
Okay.
there. I got good legs, and you're jealous of my legs.
Yeah,
and I
always
get that.
been. Always been.
And my ability to
Wait,
chuck.
what about your legs?
They're fantastic.
we'll define them more so everyone knows
they're,
why.
they're defined and they look great.
They're
They're
defined.
the one part of my body that has got muscle in them, and,
Right.
and you can tell that there is muscle in my legs.
I always see you walking, dude.
I know,
Like, I see
right?
you- that's how I know you stay very limber and muscular. You're
Exactly.
always walking.
And then my ability to chug a beer.
Man, you are excellent at chugging a beer.
Eventually, I'll do that for the stream. Eventually, we'll get to it.
Yeah. We'll do Stupid Human Tricks Day, and you should do that.
That's what I'll do. It's all I got. All right, coming up next, we're going to wrap up the show with Marshall's music news. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Sorry on the beatbox. We just forgot to plug it in real quick. But yeah, the second one you heard. Tim finally made it. Only 3 hours into the show, but he's here. Hey, buddy.
What's going on, man? Yeah.
Tim, did you hear that the phones are broke? Did you see that we were talking about our prolific things that we were good at, and I said that I was prolific at texting you? That was my number one thing. Just want you to know that. Yeah, I'm really good at texting you.
All right, guys, I'm going to kill the mics real quick. We'll be right back.
Back on the stream. So Tim's currently fixing our phone issue. He thinks it was a cord, so.
Hopefully.
Clean rain, late start to the day, but I aim to make it a good one. That's that's positive vibes right there. I like that. All right, guys, so we got 3 breaks left in the show. Going to do some Marshall's music news to wrap it all up, as we always do. Going to start with a story from Slipknot, then we'll wrap up with Kirk Hammett and then Queen. They're all busy doing stuff. We'll get you the latest details on that.
Be right back. Good morning. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. It's always an adventure, each and every morning, Marshall.
Well, it's mostly just Mondays. I don't know why our studio likes to explode on Mondays. So Tim, the engineer, is inside the studio. Here, I'll put him on camera real quick. He's very happy. He's very excited about life. He has not had his coffee yet. But more importantly, we've been blowing him up all day.
Yeah.
Our phones were down. He's in here. I think the phones are like 50% fixed now, right? Okay. All right. Well, yeah, he's here. We'll put him on mic 3. Yeah, he doesn't know about that. So when are the phones going to get fixed?
This morning.
Okay. Well, it'd been nice if it was earlier. But just to be honest, that's what everyone else said. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat was like, "Where's Tim?" So that's the only thing I'm just going to bring up. All right, let's go ahead and get into Marshall's music news, if you don't mind.
Do it.
All right. So here's the deal. Slipknot, back in 2008, when they were recording All Hope Is Gone, half the band decided to get together and have a little powwow without the rest of the band. We're talking about Corey Taylor, guitarist Jim Root, DJ Sid Wilson, and Clown. And they wrote an 11-song album. They don't know what it is. It's not Slipknot.
They don't know what it is.
But it is 11 previously unreleased songs that a 4-member portion of Slipknot recorded. Now, they did say it is mixed. It is mastered. It's ready to go. And they talked about even releasing it sometime during the pandemic so they could have something out there, but they don't have a tentative date to release it right now. But someday we will have half a Slipknot album come out, and I got a feeling it's probably going to be pretty damn good. Stripped away, Slipknot, more of a traditional sounding band. I'm very interested to hear that because you're going to hear elements of Slipknot, but you're obviously going to have more of a stripped back sound. Just with 4 guys instead of 9 or 10 that they usually have, I think it'd be pretty cool.
And at 2008, you said, right?
All Hope Is Gone.
So, Corey Taylor was still Corey Taylor, but he wasn't Corey Taylor at that point in time. So,
like the Corey Taylor walking around with a championship belt that has his name on it? Okay,
so, he wasn't at that level yet. So, I'm guessing maybe it was a more collaborative effort than it would be if they did something like this now.
Yeah.
So, you get everybody's input in something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down.
Yeah, with Jim, Sid, Clown, and Corey, I think that would be honestly a very interesting project. I do hope we get our hands on it, but right now, an 11-song EP that's not called Slipknot, that doesn't have a name, but it's completely done and ready to go, is available. When we're going to get it, don't know. Could be years from now, could be tomorrow.
Right. All right, got more of Marshall's music news coming up. Here is Slipknot. It's Psychosocial, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Let's see. Gibby says the guy on the emote is Mike Martin from All That Remains. He streams at 6 p.m. most days of the week. Oh, okay. Gibby is also very excited about your appearance on the show, Tim. So he mostly just screamed Tim. Rhett Parnell also screamed Tim.
I would be apprehensive about that Slipknot album, by the way. I love Slipknot, and I'd be excited to hear this.
Yeah.
But it's half a band.
I don't know.
And then we also have to think about who Clown is, right? But back in 2008, I don't know, man. I think it could be good, but it could also be a major letdown.
Yeah, he's very controlling within the Slipknot universe. Yeah. So it'd be weird to see how big a role he had in this new album, or if he was like, okay, this is just a side thing. I'll just go with it, and let's see who took the lead. Maybe it was more of a Corey Taylor thing, but also Clown is a big time control freak, especially when it comes to Slipknot. So I don't know. I'm excited. I would be excited to hear it.
I'd be apprehensive.
I'm apprehensively excited to hear it.
Yeah. Anything new is always exciting. So there is that.
Yeah,
at least.
until it's garbage.
Yeah,
until it's garbage. Justice League that came out in 2017.
Or the final season of
Game of Thrones.
We do not speak of that.
Yes. I like the episode where I couldn't watch it. That was fun. I had
you were watching it wrong.
I was.
You don't know how to appreciate art.
I literally had to. I had people over to watch it because I was doing Game of Thrones watch parties the final season, and the next day I had to change the settings on my TV so I could even barely see the dragons fly by.
Yeah.
It's still terrible. Tim, you're like my wife coming in late and offering to fix something I've been working on for the past 3 hours. That's awesome. That is great.
Then you just end up having to work for her more than. Yep, I know how that goes, buddy.
Gibby says, great tune choice. Some great bands have only 4 members. Just throwing that out there.
It's true.
Yeah.
We should put this camera up on something. I had to take your stand it was on.
Yeah.
Because that's for heritage. But I have a bunch of these things that I could mount to the table and bring it up higher.
Yeah.
I think I'll do that just so it's more permanent.
Sure. Well, I mean, I would like to have our third camera be a Brio, just so it's a little bit, nicer and kind of would more look like our 2 cameras. Because I see a difference. I mean, with
there's
resolution,
definitely, there's certainly a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, plus the third camera is technically mine. I would,
Prefer not to sacrifice to the
right to the gods of the show.
DVC.
Yeah, I would like to have 2 more cameras, because what I would like to do is, if we ever eventually do bring on someone else in the show, we'll need a camera on them as well.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, if they come into a producer role of some sort. But yeah, I mean, a new third camera would be nice. Would be nice.
A lot of things would be nice, man.
It would be nice to have a Blink-182 song. You guys remember that one? Remember that song? It would be nice.
Sorry.
You don't at all?
30 seconds. Does not sound familiar.
No.
Kill my mic for 1 second.
You can't say that on the.
Well, no, I could talk about that. I was just.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out here on your Monday. Before we wrap up the show, got a couple more stories to go with Marshall's Music News, so let's do it. Story number 2, what you got?
So unlike the rest of the band, it seems that Metallica guitarist Kirk Hammett is staying very, very productive during his downtime during the pandemic. He's 58 years old, but apparently he's been working on tons of new riffs. He actually just put on Instagram, I think this past weekend, simply stating, working on new riffs. Now, there's a lot of material written already for the possible follow-up to 2016's Hardwire to Self-Destruct. Kirk goes on to say, I know I have tons because I totally overcompensated. Now, back a few years ago, there was a big story that Kirk had 300 riff ideas on a phone. He lost the phone. Unrecoverable. The phone has never showed up. No one's ever gone, oh, man, I got your phone. It's just gone to the wind. But apparently he's overcompensated, and he has hundreds of new ideas when it comes to working riffs for a new Metallica album. Now, Robert Trujillo, the bassist of Metallica, said he expects the new album to be a lot more collaborative, as the last album, Hardwired, was simply James and Lars putting together the entire album. Now, was it bad? No. Was it great? No. But it was good for a Metallica album.
Yeah.
Hardwired was actually pretty solid. So I'm hoping to get the entire band in there to actually have a good collaborative album from them, because that would be nice.
Well, that's why he has so many riffs that he can't use them. James like, nope. Lars, nope.
What's he going to do with these things?
I don't know.
They got to go somewhere.
Right?
So, anyway, there you go. That is Marshall's Music News for Story 2.
All right, one more to go, and then we'll wrap up the show. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Gibby asked a great question. When's the streaming computer coming? Tim, we give this question to you.
I actually have. Here, let me do this. Here. There we go. I actually have a PC sitting in my house right now.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that I try to put in this graphics card that I have just laying around.
Sure.
And now the PC says, no, I want to boot. So I don't know what's wrong with my graphics card. I think I'm going to take it apart and see if I can't
Set it on fire?
Restore it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, about Kirk Hammett losing a cell phone full of riffs.
Yeah.
Can I just say that just goes to show that you should always follow the 3-2-1 rule, 3 backups, 2 in the two physical and one in the cloud.
Mm.
Don't forget your backups, people.
No one follows that rule.
Yeah,
No one does. Like
I do.
companies. That's it.
I do.
Engineers.
Yeah, real people? No, I don't have any backups.
A backup of my entire 10 terabyte server at home.
I like to live on the edge, man.
It's dangerous.
I'm just living on the edge over here.
It's dangerous.
I know, and that's the way I like it, Tim.
Ugh.
It's the way I like it. Gibby goes, new card drivers? Yeah, I don't know. Ask him.
All right, be right back.
New car driver. How long do we have?
7-8 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna look at this somewhere then. What
All right.
is wrong with this thing?
I have no idea. We'll kill the audio here. You might turn off those mics. We'll be back in a minute.
We'll be back.
Don't like the way Tim slammed that door. All right, guys. Tim was working on the phones. Thanks for being patient with us and hanging out to the last break today. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have phones tomorrow, guys.
Gibby says, Torture Tuesday. Can't wait. I bet you guys can't wait either. Yes, I would say the anticipation level for myself is much higher than Cotter.
I think that's fair.
Has Cotter been practicing his shots? Good question.
No. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Are you getting a ball?
Yeah, I was going to get a ball today.
Okay.
I'm running to the store after the show today.
I will take some practice shots tomorrow once I know what I'll be shooting with.
Sure. A ball.
Yeah.
Or possibly paper, depending. Depending on how bad I guess I pissed Tim off. No, Rhett, we all pissed him off.
It was a group effort, guys.
Really, don't try to take all the credit.
Yeah.
Here.
No, let's pat ourselves on the back as a group collectively.
We did this as a team.
This was
Tim came in kind of pissed off. So I mean, he had some other stuff blow up on him.
Had a long weekend.
Yeah, which I get. We're about 90 seconds out from wrapping up the show. Once again, tomorrow, obviously, we'll do About Last Night. Hopefully, we'll take your phone calls in regards to a couple different bits that we do, including trivia and our question and answer segment. At 7 o'clock, we take your phone calls. But yeah, Torch Tuesday tomorrow. That's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dude of the Week death match as well. I think we had a Dude of the Week last week that I shot you.
Yeah.
Do you still have that one?
Yeah, I'll find it.
Okay. I'm sure we'll be able to find another one.
Yeah,
No problem.
I came across one too that I think would be a good one. So we got options.
Due to the week death match, I almost wish we would have kept the Uranus X-ray story and we used the planet as a possible dude of the week.
Uranus is the dude of the week.
That would have been funny.
We are 12-year-olds.
Yeah, can't help it, man.
No. Under a minute.
Group effort, lack of caffeine, home shit equals grizzly bear Tim.
True.
You are 1,000% correct.
That is true.
Actually, I don't think there's much home shit in it. It was more like work shit.
Yeah.
He had Tim, our engineer, had one of our like transmitter sites like blow up.
Yeah, he had to go do work at that all weekend.
Yeah. I didn't realize. I didn't know that until
in Midway, so it's not even.
Yeah,
you got to drive down there. And,
Midway, the home of that Target distribution center. That's it.
We'll be back. All right, guys, before we get out of here, one more story with Marshall's Music News.
So back in February, Queen guitarist Brian May and drummer Roger Taylor shared that the band had been working with singer Adam Lambert on a new song. Now, the band has essentially decided not to create any new music since the passing of Freddie years and years and years ago, but they've been trying to make one song apparently work with Adam, but they haven't had much success. Now, Brian May said, I always say I don't know. It has to become a spontaneous moment when it comes to recording new music. He goes, Adam, Roger, and myself have been in the studio trying to figure things out just because things came up. But up to this point, we haven't felt we have done anything to hit the button in the right way. So it's not like we've closed on the idea. It just hasn't happened yet. So I think there's possibly, and that's the thing. That's why I like Brian May here. Especially talking about new music. If the new music isn't outstanding, he just doesn't want to put out something for the sake of putting out something because Queen's catalog will live forever. And there's no reason to tarnish that fact by, 2 decades, 3 decades after Freddie Mercury has passed away by putting out some clunker of a song. So I'm glad he's living up to a very high expectation of himself and the band. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to hear new Queen because I love the guys, and I love the music they made and probably still can make to this very day, but I love the idea that he's holding the band to a very high standard.
I mean, he knows the level of pressure they would be under, and I've done kind of a 180 on my whole take with Queen. Initially when Adam joined them, I'm like, oh, you can't replace Freddie Mercury. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's a mistake. Don't do it. I've heard them perform together, and it's just like, it's not Freddie, but man, is it good.
Yeah, they rip, man.
And you're just happy to see the guys be able to perform. So I can't believe I'm going to say this. I want to hear new music. I would love, and granted, do what you need to do to make yourselves feel good about what you release.
Yeah.
I'd be 100% down to check out something with them and Adam Lambert.
Yeah, I would be, but once again, it's got to be really
Agreed.
good. If it's not good, then yeah, please don't put it out. I don't need to think of Queen in a negative light because I'm so high on the band. I know it probably wouldn't really hurt them, but I don't need it if it's not great.
No, I get that. All right, coming up on the show tomorrow, Dude of the Week, death match. But most importantly, 9 o'clock hour.
9 a.m. sharp.
Tomorrow morning, tune in on the live stream to witness Torture Tuesday. It is just a cavalcade of tortures tomorrow. Taking 10 shots at a Nerf hoop. Every time I miss one is a new torture. It could be a hot pepper. It could be a shock with the dog collar. Or it could be a whack of the kendo stick by Voodoo Jack.
Now, let's also put this out here. You'll be blindfolded while taking these shots.
Of course.
So it should be entertaining.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Do not miss it. Torture Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 6. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us on the live stream. Gibby goes, I used to live in Midway behind the Colonial Cemetery. Pretty nice town.
Nice.
Splitfin's there, Splitfin Brewing Company.
Yep.
And then there was like some nature walk thing that I went out and tried.
Okay.
Went hiking out there. That's it. And the Target distribution place. All right, guys, you have a great rest of your Monday. We're getting out of here tomorrow. Obviously, do the week death match, all of our regular stuff, plus Torture Tuesday, 9 a.m. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out on the live stream. We'll see you tomorrow starting at 6 a.m.
See you guys.